just want to make sure you understand that.
We'll see.
If you give me time to speak in between your breaths, I can assure you that all of us can hold our composure long enough.
I am accustomed to holding court, and I'm going to hold your attention as well. And then he, blows you a little kiss. He's just like, it's you, and he points to Summer. He's like, it's you I'm worried about. I haven't seen anything that you can do yet. I'm sure it's quite...
Don't worry about it.
Ooh.
Don't worry about it.
I like being bossed around. So,
I could tell from the bell around you.
yeah. So,
Perfect, says Daddy.
he's like, ooh. We got a cat and a bird, natural enemies. Enemies to lovers, perhaps. And then he pulls out a bag. In addition, Jared, this is just a fun thing. Your dog is also with you, I assume.
Yeah.
Cool.
I'm sorry, you have a dog?
It's a dog of holding.
Yeah.
His head is a bag of holding. Watch this. I'll take out one of my vials and feed it to my dog.
Yeah. Okay. What are you trying to do? You
Just to have him hold it.
Yeah. As you look at it's you obviously aren't there to see this.
No.
This is just but yeah, you take
Oh, he's not here yet.
Yeah, he's not here yet.
Oh,
Yeah.
man.
This is Jared
Just
just
soon.
genuinely impressed at the dog of holding.
Instead
Yeah.
of biting you, it zips your hand.
Yeah.
Yeah. Fuck.
Yeah. Its bark is just like but yeah, so you take out one of your vials and it's a little more sizable than something you should be able to swallow whole. And you just it opens his mouth, it puts his little panting and it's almost like a mimic. And it's just it's panting and then it's just when you feed a dog shredded cheese,
Yes.
it does that with the vial. You hear it clattering around a little bit. You hear it fall in, and the glass hits some other metal or glass material, and then it falls in okay, and it's just gone. And then it just looks.
Ooh, there's something else in there.
Yeah.
I'll try to reach in and I'll just say fetch and see if I can find something.
Roll me animal handling.
That is, what is that? 12?
12 with a 12, you're gonna get.
Dog of potions.
You're gonna get the. You pull out a little silver medallion, and when you look at it, you're a bird. You have keen sight, just on the merit of you're flying through the air constantly. And you look at it, and you see your eyes can't focus on it. It's kind of this blurry visage, this kind of shifting landscape on this little coin. Go ahead and roll an Arcana check.
Not something I'm good at. Straight roll, I think. That is a 4.
A 4 with a 4, you just see how you got a coin that you can't quite make out.
Anybody know what this is?
Might as well roll, see.
Look at it.
Teamwork makes the dream work.
Give me my dice back.
Yeah, only a 5. I don't know what it is.
12, and
Hold
then
on.
Joe, did you roll?
No, because he had my dice.
No, fair.
You have this massive pile right in front of you.
But he had my whole box. He had my whole tray. Nope, not even close. Don't even worry about it.
Okay.
That was a 6.
With a 12, River, you take the coin, you kind of fix on it, and then the shape starts to settle, and it's just a blank, a perfectly carved circle, a little bit of texture inside of it, and it's blank, and you identify this item as the I know a guy. The I know a guy is a silver medallion that has a blurry visage of a house crest. When presented to others, they make a DC 15 perception check. On a failure, they see whatever sigil, symbol, or words you want them to see. When this item is used, the player must make a DC 2 luck check. On a failure, the locket shatters. The DC raises by 3 with each use until the item breaks.
Cool.
I can hear myself so clearly, and I don't know where that's coming from.
It's not
Alex
you.
in the back.
Oh, Alex is listening to it in the back, I think.
Okay. Is this just audio testing, or is he just listening for funsies?
I don't know.
I think he's just watching.
Okay.
I think he just turned it down.
Thank you, Alex. I was about to say, somebody should go tell him, not knowing I can talk to him right here.
Hey, Alex.
15-second delay.
But yeah, so that is the item that you managed to extract from the dog of holding. You handed it to River, and you identify what this is.
I'll take it back.
Yeah.
I want to try to use
I'll
that.
just tell everything to you. That's essentially what it does. So it's
psychic paper.
is a nice coin, and when you tell people what they want to see, it shows up on it.
Cool.
Yeah. When you do that, you say that to him, and you hand it over to him, and just shows him a thumbs up. And he says cool, and then the thumbs up turns into an okay. But only you two see that. Yeah, so you do that, and then the jester's like, by the way, I suppose, we haven't made a proper introduction, especially we've had such compelling banter. My name is Crandall Kransky. It's a pleasure to make your acquaintance. River, Capstan, Summer, Fletch. I got to read up on your files. So much debauchery, so much depravity. Certainly captivated with this company, and I hope the king and queen will be as well. I'd like to continue to see you. And then you see the room, the space next to him starts to shimmer a little bit, and the kind of a fabric in space-time tears open, and you can't quite see through it, but he steps all the way through, and then reaches back out. He's like,
I follow.
yeah, and waves you guys in.
I follow.
Cool. As you
I can't believe you all fell for that. You all fall to a meat grinder and came over.
Well,
It was so easy. The mage grinder, yeah.
what a goof!
What a bunch of rubes.
Silly me, wrong portal.
All right.
I'm such a scam.
So you step into this space. When your vision adjusts to the space you've been transported to, you see a great hall with these massive Corinthian columns spanning the height of the room, easily 100 feet high, possibly more. The capital of the column weaves into the stonework in the ceiling, interconnects this delicate pattern with each adjacent column. There's 4 on either side that run the span of the room. They're about 20 feet apart each. As your eyes pan down these from the top of the column downward, these skinny yet towering stacks of windows are on either wall, and you notice stunning, intricately painted murals between each opening. There's verdant forestry with a company of animals not unlike yourselves. There's bears, boars, birds, bunnies, and more coming to life.
Battlestar collecting.
Bars.
beats.
Ball
Battlestar
constrictors.
Yeah. And all these animals just coming to life in this tapestry, almost to the point where as you pass it, it isn't moving when you focus your sight on it, but as you're just walking by, it seems to be moving with you, almost like an accompanying reel. On your level, you see this viridian carpet with gold trim running the length of the room. Naturally, the focal point of the room, your gaze is drawn to 2 grand seats. One slightly lower than the other, and they're perched atop a small dais. Behind them stand who you can immediately identify as the typical occupants of these seats, the King Milliander and his wife, Lady Selencourt. And much to your surprise, although you know this, you've never seen it in person, except maybe you, River, they're human. And given that you come from a kingdom of all animal folk, it's kind of alarming to see this bipedal, hairless apes. They're very fair-skinned, well-kept, well-groomed, but these are the first humans that you have ever seen in your life. Crandall kind of leading the party, ladies and gentlemen, the King Milliander and the Lady Selencourt. My lord and lady, I'd like to introduce you to the sponsors that emerged victorious from your little blood sport. It was quite fascinating. And the king and the queen, they turn their position to look at you, and behind them you see a small glass coffin, a child-sized coffin. And you see the still
Satisized coffin.
Yeah. Of the sized coffins, that's one of the worst ones. But it is glass. You can see through it, and you see amidst a swirling bout of necrotic energy with little bits of like silver flecks floating around in that, you see the body of the prince, Christopher Robin. Laying there, preserved, there's an aura of light coming off of his body that is constantly pushing that necrotic energy up against the glass. Although the glass seems well fortified, you can definitely just sense there's just a general pressure inside the coffin. On the altar at the floor of the coffin, you see 6 little cloches, not unlike the coffin in their ornamentation. There's similar swirling black energy, but inside those 6 cloches, you see little stuffed animals. You see a bear, a pig, a tiger, a bird. I hit my mic twice. I'm sorry about that. A a pig. No, fucking yeah. You know what? No, yeah. No, not a kangaroo. A donkey. Thank you.
And a rabbit.
And a gopher. And you see them all with that necrotic energy swirling around, similar to the one that is inside the coffin. And the king and queen turn to you very somberly, and then just turn back, looking at their presumably dead son. This isn't news that has reached you. You've certainly heard nothing about it. In fact, when you clock that, like, oh my God, that's the crown prince. Crandall whispers to you, I want to make it inescapably clear, this is not information that is available to the general public. What you are seeing in here, if we find out that word gets out about it, we will rip the bones from your body and use them as dressing for our chambers. So keep that in mind.
Don't threaten me with a good time.
Yeah. You said he's just like, you're a little freak, aren't you? Yeah. Kitties in heat. That is on the internet. Me saying that forever.
Kyle, clip it.
Kyle, please clip.
Yeah, new text tone. Or when you sign in Discord.
Okay. I don't know if anybody's watching the stream, or like anybody on our side, but apparently there's a huge feedback loop. Troy, are you?
That should be fixed.
Okay, I didn't know how old that information was.
Yeah, I got that squared away.
All right, sorry about that. But yeah, so king and queen turn away from you, and Crandall has a bit of a fucking moment about it. So yeah.
I'll jump into the air, do a flourish, like a spin, and spread my wings,
Yeah.
and kind of begin to coast above everybody else, and kind of start. I'll look at Crandall and be like, "Can I approach?"
Oh yes, be my guest. They are expecting you, and there's no conceivable reason they see you as a threat. This is probably, without a doubt, the most secure room in the entire kingdom.
I'll fly then over and land on the opposite side of the king and queen as they're looking down at the little one.
Okay, so I want to make sure, do you land opposite the coffin, or do you get between them and the
No,
coffin? Okay, so
opposite.
you land opposite the
I
coffin.
mirror their position.
Okay, the queen speaks to you. She's like, I appreciate the courtesy of. I'm sorry. I'm just.
It's okay. Take your time.
We don't know what happened to our son, but you're fighting for your freedom, I presume. She has not looked up at you at all. She is like laser focused on the
I
body.
thought I've already gained it.
You've taken a step down the path. We a lot of what we say tends to get lost in translation. I assume you were told that your freedom was contingent on wiping the floor with what, a handful of goblins, some gnolls. I don't know what fodder they threw at you. And they're not technically wrong. Like you did that, and you've come one step closer. But there's far more vicious monstrosities out there that have done far worse things. And she gestures to the body of her son.
So that doesn't matter to me. I'm one with Bounty Guild, and is this opportunity that is presented with your child something you want us to go and hunt down? Would you be willing to share details? Do you have any information?
And as she's like gestures to the king, her husband, she's like, "I'll handle this, darling. Pleasure to meet you. I'm King Milliander." And he
King
reaches
Zat
up.
Brannigan.
I will walk. I won't reach over the coffin.
Yeah.
But I'll walk.
No, he has walked. Yeah, he's walked around. He's not reaching over the corpse of his dead son.
Yeah, I was just making sure.
Yeah.
Crandall is now gift to me.
Yeah. Mike, what did
Yes.
you say? I missed that.
100%.
What?
I didn't hear what you said.
King Zat Brannigan.
Oh, I said, yeah, King Zat Brannigan.
Oh.
Futurama.
I also never watched Futurama.
No.
Oh,
Do you watch cartoons at
Andrew.
all?
Simpsons, Family Guy, American Dad, Bob's Burgers.
You know, the same people made the Simpsons.
You know, I'll
Yeah.
give
Oh,
you
I
that.
know. Yeah.
It's
Yeah, just
Gotta
missed
go
it.
back.
But either way, yeah. So he greets you, and he's just like, "Pleasure to meet you." So you have to forgive my wife. She is quite distraught. I'm also quite distraught, but kingly duties. I've got to maintain appearances
it's
here.
not about you.
Everything's about me, my boy.
I don't
And he
like
pats
that.
you on the head.
I point immediately down to his son. It's like, family is family.
Compelling argument. Roll an insight check.
It's like it's not even my son.
That's 21.
You can tell that he is immediately like off kilter and is like without so many words, like considering sending you back and doing another sponsorship.
I would like to expand on that comment. I know that may be offensive, but like, as being somebody that was orphaned and found family, it becomes about them and less about us. That was my point.
Well,
not that everything's not about you, but you're the catalyst for being everything about them.
Well, I understand, possibly
what I
a vehicle for priority, but yes, I understand semantics. Just be mindful how you speak.
I am the fucking king.
Yeah.
I wanted to impress on you that I personally care more about what's going on here than what's going on with you, and I would like to help you.
I appreciate your loyalty to the kingdom. Although given your alleged loyalty to the kingdom, we did pull you out of the prisons. What manner of skullduggery were you involved in? I would like to know a little bit more. I mean, you weren't killing children, were you? Because that's kind of a counter interest.
No, I accidentally killed the wrong bounty target.
Wasn't a child, was it?
No, children involved. I don't hunt children.
All right, well then, you're on the right track. I see your
Child's corpse in front of you, looking at a bounty of a grown-ass man. I thought he had a beard.
Oh well.
But yeah, so you do that. The remainder, the three of you, are you going to approach it all? Or are you just anything going to happen there?
I'm kind of walking up and just kind of like quietly, not to like disturb the queen and like scare the hell out of her, but
Right.
kind of like looking at these objects is like,
Yeah,
what
roll-
the hell
roll
is
stealth.
this? Give me a second.
Mhm.
I have to do math. 23?
23? Yeah, so with the 23, you walk right up next to the queen, and she doesn't clock that you're there right away. She like turns out, she's like, Jesus Christ!
Be like, I did not mean to scare you. I just...
No, sorry, I just, listen, I've been scared of stuffed animals for, the past, 2 weeks because, and she gestures to, little closures. She's like, I saw you, I'm sorry, that's really rude, I'm really sorry, I'm not trying to belittle you.
talking.
You're just tiny.
It's okay.
Yeah,
You're good.
okay.
I'm a 3-foot tall fucking bunny, and you're a hairless ape. It's fine. It's fine.
Oh my god,
You're good.
I'm the queen, and people don't really tend to speak to me and it's kind of refreshing, honestly.
Do I get the impression that he's probably the king
Yeah.
and she's like the queen consort? It might
Yeah.
not be like royalty. Keep going.
Okay. Like, you're good.
That's a good point.
What happened?
So, basically, a merchant, came through, and we were in the town square, and little Christopher was running through and enjoying himself, and he has all the coin he could possibly want, but we give him an allowance for days like that. We don't want him just buying up an entire shop, and this merchant, with his guards and his escort, we thought Christopher was completely safe, and this merchant apparently managed to sell him these little abominations, and she gestures the toys, and you see that little swirling necrotic energy is coming from the toys. It's not containing it, and it's not trapped in there with them necessarily. They are containing this energy.
I'm walking my marionette with me as I'm walking towards the this
Display.
display.
Yeah.
And I'm kind of I'm looking at one of the cloches, probably with the let's say the one with the pig in it.
Okay, yeah.
Okay. And I'm just kind of and I'm having the marionette kind of also I'm having it sniff it.
Yeah.
I mean, that's it. I'm not saying anything.
Oh, okay, you're just investigating
Just
that. Are you
being
trying to
weird.
garner any information, or are you just...
I will.
Okay, yeah.
I'm biding my time.
Yes.
Chat wants the queen to have a higher voice.
I'm talking right into the mic.
No, hi.
Higher.
pitch.
Okay, I can do that. So she goes to talk to you again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This way.
She goes to talk to you again. She's like, I don't.
I just don't.
Whew! All right. Anyway,
The
that actually
fuck was
hurt.
that?
That hurt real world, Andrew.
I'm sure it did.
All right. Let's see if I can get to Minnie Mouse. I don't know if I can do.
No, don't. You don't have to do that.
Yeah.
Just, there you go. Just right around here.
Okay, I'm talking up
Softer.
here now.
Yeah.
Just
There you go.
push to the back of your
I'm not
voice.
used to going up here.
Yeah.
That's fine. Right there.
Anyways,
you're good.
no, I'm really glad that we can just kind of get closer and be friends. And but yeah, so my
You're doing a great job. Don't ignore them.
Ignore the sound guy.
Yeah.
Just push the back of your throat.
Yeah, so we thought that he was going to get just a couple toys. This merchant sold them to him, and then in a matter of weeks he fell ill. His eyes turned black, and I don't and then now he's just stuck like this, and he's kind of just teetering the line between life and death, and we're doing everything we can to keep him there, and hopefully somebody can take care of this. And then the king interjects. You've just been conversing on the side, and
Have you tried moving these little canopic jars away from it? Are they canopic? Like, do they contain any essence of him or anything?
The king answers like, not necessarily. They more like, we can't get them away from him. If we pull the magic too far away, it kind of it gets more violent. Like, the fact that they're close is kind of stabilizing this situation. They need to be with him at all times. They're still festering and eating away at him. However, it's quite a shit show, as the commoners would say.
What is this merchant of these things? Do we remember what he looks like?
No earthly idea. The guard has already been disposed of. We probed their minds. We tried to extract any sort of imagery, and they were entirely useless.
Have we tried to destroy these items?
Completely resistant. In fact, they tend to act more erratically when they're threatened. We did have we consulted a few mages from adjacent continents. This isn't a terribly unfamiliar magic. We may be able to, and if any of you are familiar with the magics, there may be an opportunity for you to identify or just detect what malice is coming out of these and destroying my son.
Unfortunately, that's not my wheelhouse. But so anybody can lay hands on them, but if you try to hurt them, they harm back?
I mean, in so much as laying hands on them for longer than a few moments might have undesired effects.
Okay, then I'd like to try something with your permission.
In just a moment, I would like to introduce the expert that we have.
Good call.
And he gestures towards the back of the room where there is sitting a large-eared, trunked individual. And he...
Bringing in the Van Helsing.
So this is a gentleman that we have consulted who has a little more insight into the magics, and he will be able to brief you on those accordingly. Andrew will brief you on those accordingly. Because initially you were supposed to be a prisoner, and we're figuring it out.
You and your kids. Oh.
Yeah. I will say, not terribly unlike you. Used to be in the pits for... Well, he knows I like to give him a hard time about it. Horatio, come on out. Why don't you describe how you present yourself to the room?
So, while Horatio is a large creature, there's something very not off-putting, but very timid yet confident. Like not really sure.
It's a different kind of confidence.
Yeah,
Just like, oh, I'm a big dude.
Yeah, stoicism.
Yeah, stoicism, but still not used to being called an expert on anything.
Like you're being called to a station that you're not used to.
Yeah, and so you try to muster this false bravado almost to carry yourself.
It's a little insecure.
Yeah, insecure, but still, walking forward and.
Imposter syndrome.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh man, who would have thought?
I'm going through a
there you
whole fucking
go.
Big Bang episode to get to that one line.
Yeah.
What the hell is that?
Yeah.
called?
Oh yeah. No.
I
Straight up
got you.
imposter syndrome.
Yep.
Big Bang Theory, the game that's like Fallout.
I wanted to
laugh
trigger.
that hard.
I wanted to trigger somebody so fucking hard.
If I thought that if I didn't know that you were one of my closest friends, I would think you were my worst enemy after saying something like that.
For a slight context, I triggered the room during setup last night by comparing the first two Fallout games to the first season of Big Bang Theory, and the words barely got out of my mouth before I thought Mike was going to murder me.
Mike was going to murder you. I almost died.
Oh man,
That was the funniest.
Mike
fucking
almost
thing.
asked you to leave the house.
It's not even his house.
Not his house.
I was like, I need a Xanax after this. Jesus Christ.
But yeah, anyways,
So-
Horatio. So you walk up.
Horatio approaches Crandall and
Yeah.
it's like,
This is the king who invited you.
oh, I thought it was.
So the king, King Meleander, is just like, so. Why don't you tell our new friends here why some common ground you have with them? You little rascal. He's an ex-con. Sorry, is that in poor taste?
Like an ex-con that was brought to the force.
Yeah.
That was a little rude, but it's fine. Please
Good.
continue.
Did you? Are you telling the king that?
Yes.
You did?
100%.
Roll insight.
Okay.
You're about to get fucking bodied.
And not just this game, but this group does not know how to talk to royalty. Just not even a little bit.
Especially new players.
Wilfred tries. Wilfred tries.
That's fair. Wilfred actually does. That's actually that's a good point.
The rest of us are just like,
Okay, you just spoke when you weren't spoken to. That's all you know.
Yeah, you see one of his veins throbbing on his forehead.
Right. And you're just like, that's a weird medical condition. That has nothing to do with me.
Healing worse.
oh, you feel better now.
As I approach, as I go to approach the king, he has stepped from a more of a position to get to Fletch. So I approach the queen first, and as I approach her, I give a bow and say, "Milady," and
And she curtsies in kind.
Yep. And so then I approach the king and say, "Your Majesty, thank you for the chance to try to put some skills to use, I suppose, in order to pay off my debt. Greetings to you all. My name is Horatio Hephaestus Heffalump, is what I've...
The guy's last name is what he is. Isn't that wild?
There are some people whose last name is just man.
Well, it's not a moniker I originally took well to. Much like you, it seems I had a sordid past and dabble with things outside the boundaries of the law. But when I was originally found, I was charged with the high crime of stealing honey, which usually came with
Everyone gasps. The greatest crime in the land.
a penalty met harshly by itself, but when you look like me, it's greater. See, there was a time where when
When you say somebody would look like me, the king does this to his ears.
Is the king an Aloxodon?
No, he's just an asshole.
he's just, he put his hands up.
Rude.
Oh, right. I forgot. I was like,
Put his hands up like he's a
I thought that he
dick.
was literally. I thought you were just giving yourself visual aid. I didn't know he was just being a dick.
Yeah.
He is that.
Like he was
Flanagan.
doing the
Yes,
fantasy
that
equivalent
really
of like squinting your eyes or
Yeah.
something like that.
No.
Like, jeez.
Well, I mean, he was
What a jerk.
referring to yeah.
He's like the uncanny valley of Yu Yu Hakusho and Futurama right now.
Yeah.
That's
a
why,
little
like,
bit.
he made the comment. His
It's
last name is what he
perfect.
is. Isn't that hysterical? And I'm just like, I don't like the king. I don't like the king.
Yeah.
But I also don't want to get thrown back into where I was. So
I'm not gonna punch a king this game.
Yeah. But I the only reason I was allowed to attempt to fight for my
Right to party.
yes was when the king and queen found out that I had stolen the honey to give to orphan children in the conclave.
No one likes orphans.
Excuse me?
Is that you guys in character?
Yeah.
This guy.
And they never made it to the woods because they killed each other.
I was once. Well, I guess I still am considered an orphan myself, but I was.
Join the club, bud.
Yeah, I was once rescued by this conclave and raised by them, and so was trying to take care of the others. We did what we had to do, but seeing the predicament the royal family has found themselves in, I pledged to do what I could to try to help any way I could. So my services in this matter, I will give any advice that I may know, but what help, if any, it will be, I don't know yet.
I'll look to the king. I'll look back to you as like, okay, so my original question was about these. We can't move them. We can't talk to them for a long time. They seem to be connected to this boy and are somehow feeding him this energy.
Yeah.
Like,
So,
but where do we go from here? Like,
so what you would have deduced as the expert in this case, had you been
Properly.
Yeah. Had we been able to roll?
Not being a parent.
Yeah. What you would have deduced in this case is that you were able to identify these as what's the word?
Phylacteries.
Phylacteries. Thank you.
That I was gonna actually go there. I thought that's where you were picking up,
Yeah.
and so I was gonna go that
Sorry
way.
about that.
You're
Yeah.
good.
I didn't say anything. It's not on tape. Go. They are phylacteries,
Yeah.
and they are connected to other planar beasts that are scattered around the 100-acre wood at this point. You guys would also know, just as residents of the 100-acre wood in some capacity, it's not all forest. There's mountains, there's the various biomes. It is just named the 100-acre wood because that is where the honey comes from. And honey is a precious, sacred commodity.
Yeah, maybe like 1,000 years ago it was only 100 acres, but
Yeah.
now it's a lot more.
Yeah,
kingdom
exactly.
has expanded.
Yeah. Real estate. But anyways,
The king is a real estate tycoon.
Yes.
What's such a dick?
It's the worst trade deal in the history of trade deals.
Turns out the king's actually Tim Heidecker.
Still,
Yeah, that's what he said. Is he performed eminent domain and just took all of this up.
But yes, so you would
dark
have the
story.
knowledge that they are phylacteries, and that rather than destroying the phylactery, you have to destroy the beast that is associated with it. There's been some degree of reconnaissance since you came to this conclusion where they may be located. But yeah, the king at this point cuts in. Just for the sake of time, I imagine.
That's fine.
Yeah, King's going to cut in and say, yeah. So at the end of all of this, we have to make sure that every beast associated with these things dies. All 6 of them. Just brutal, awful, horrible death. I want my son back. This is horrible. And as he says, brutal, awful, horrible death, the one with the donkey just explodes in a flurry of blood, and then the necrotic energy disappears.
You just hear this faint, "Thanks for noticing me," as it drifts away.
Wait, what?
He said the phylactery exploded
Yeah.
with the donkey in it.
Yeah.
Oh.
Because it was
Because it's
Eeyore.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So there's
That
5
was
left.
sad.
There's 5 left.
Why
at
did it
this point.
explode?
Because he said brutal. He was talking down,
Yeah.
and so Eeyore being the depressed one.
Okay. I didn't catch that. I'm
So
just
who's
stupid.
the owl? Do we know where that creature is?
It's yeah. So the king.
We're both birds.
I was saying, who is the owl?
Nice.
Yeah.
The king cuts in and he says, "Hey, you have to go to the Adventurers Guild. They've been doing a lot of the reconnaissance there, and we can get you there post haste. They'll also be able to outfit you with everything you need, and you'll go from there. You're not much cause to come back here after this point until the mission is complete."
Understood.
Yeah.
That's pretty easy. I'm familiar with them.
Yeah. Are there any other questions that you may have for us? Horatio, I would like you to accompany them. Given that you're the authority of us, you maybe have some more insight on the creatures themselves, and we will have the Adventurers Guild outfit you accordingly as well.
The stuffed animals. What were the creatures again?
So at this juncture, it is a
Owl.
bird, an owl, a bear, a pig, a tiger, and like a vermin, a gopher.
So no rabbit.
No rabbit.
Okay. And I would look at the king and say, I know we're asking a lot, but we're going to go and kill these creatures for you. Is there any sort of investment you'd like to make in our success?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I believe part of the sponsorship was you would expunge your records, be completely freed from that, and in addition to that, also we'll gift you with some land. 100 acres kind of gets eaten up quick, So I imagine that would be a promising percentile of the kingdom.
I'm less worried what happens after. I'm worried about before and the gearing up. I don't have much coin on me to.
Oh,
gear
the
myself.
guild will handle that in its entirety.
Okay.
You are sponsored by us in this endeavor.
Any sort of blessings that you can bestow on us?
Also, again, the Adventurers Guild, not exactly our strong suit. We just oversee the operations of the kingdom.
Understood. I'd be remiss to ask.
Okay.
Well, I personally am good to do this. Do we? Since it's the 5 of us who are doing this, do we need to come up with a group name or anything like that?
He just makes a bird noise.
I'm gonna walk over to the GIF and just
And-
be like, I'm gonna stay away from the bird. He's freaking me out.
There's 2 birds.
You're the one freaking me out.
And then I'll look back at Chandel, Crandall.
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 Chandel.
I'll say all of those words to him because I don't really know him. I'll say, so you can definitely like move us great distances at a time. Could you move us to the guild, or are we walking?
Oh yeah, so getting to the guild post haste. There's hardly any reason for you to step outside between here and there, and also we kind of want to keep a closer eye on you. So ensuring that you get to where you want, when you want, and how we want. That's quite important to us.
How
You ever heard the story that contains Virgil?
I'm sorry,
Yep.
Andrew is confused.
Virgil, there's a story. Never mind. I'll just let it go. But he's kind of like a guidepost. He gives us places. That's what I'm thinking about.
You're more learned than I am.
Okay.
Yeah.
Fletch Dante Alighieri.
Yeah. But I don't know. Does anybody want to like check the body or touch the?
I was about to
Stuff
say, I'm
pencil or
still
anything?
kind of up around the queen, so part of me is kind of like, I kind of want to touch the coffin, but I
Okay.
don't know.
Yeah, if you'd like to.
This is not very different from the kind of shit the Raven Queen likes.
Oh, okay.
Raven Queen's not a good god.
Yeah.
So Capstan is like, I'll help these idiots. Not my party members, more like the king and queen. I'll
Yeah.
help these 2 fucking idiots. But they're not real. They're not the real king and queen.
Yeah, not as far as you're concerned.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's like if this turns out to be pro Raven Queen, but anti this kingdom can go fuck itself.
Yeah.
So that's kind of what he's trying to figure out. Like if he should help this or if he should try to sabotage it.
Okay.
So is there anything I can roll? to
Yeah,
determine anything
go
about
ahead and-
the stuff inside the.
Yeah, I will let you just like if you roll to like touch the glass and try to like suss anything out from just like being able to investigate it through the glass, this is going to be a higher DC. If you I assume you've like you'll consult the king and queen and possibly Horatio in some way about this, but if you elect to try to open the glass, at least the ones to the little cloches, it'll be a lower DC on you finding out what's happening, but also there is some danger involved in that.
See, the thing is, if Capstan, from Capstan's perspective, if he's right, all these people are talking out of their ass and don't know what they're talking about.
Okay.
If he's wrong, then it's a whole other story. But if he's right,
Okay.
then whatever they think this is, it's not what it is.
What would denote Capstan being right here?
If this is directly from the Raven Queen, like if this is the Raven Queen's will, then he doesn't really care what the King and Queen want. He'll lie to them. He'll play along, but like he has his own
I
plans.
understand that. Yeah. So go ahead. How do you want to like open this and see if it's like see if you can interact with it? Do you just want to like try to observe and like through the glass? Maybe you can sense something through that.
I'm gonna start like I'm gonna actually take my brother mannequin and start like dipping it in feet first and seeing if he reacts.
Okay. So they are cloches. They are like closed at the
I
top.
thought I had to open it.
Oh, sorry. Well, the cloche would open from like I'm imagining like a Beauty and the Beast thing where you like lift it.
Oh, that's what a cloche is. Duh.
Yeah.
Well, in that case, I'm just gonna like scooch. Like I'm not gonna put my own beak up right up to
Right.
it, but I'm gonna like hold my brother's beak up towards it.
Okay. Yeah. Go ahead and roll religion.
All right. 18.
18. With an 18, as you do this, you bring the little marionette up to it. You can see this, like, I'm curious, like, your strings. How is this bound?
Tendons.
Oh, God.
Gut.
Yeah. Yeah, you bring the
Like some of his wings are the cross, or
Right.
not wings. Some of his bones are the cross as well. That I have to hold.
Yeah, so this is entirely like organic.
Another reason why.
Yeah,
I
Yeah.
walked.
Okay. I didn't know if it was just like parts
this
of
is
it.
an evil cat.
No, I know. I
Yeah.
know.
But yeah, you bring it over and you see the tendons start to vibrate. Like outside, like you're very deft with this. You can handle it really well. You see the tendons start to vibrate. It is, and with that religion check, you can infer that this is an alien magic, an alien entity to
This
you.
is like aberrant.
Yeah.
Maybe not literally. But
Yeah,
like,
but
just
it-
adjective lowercase a aberrant.
Yeah, exactly. It is not.
This isn't like Shadowfell stuff or from Shar. This is like some other shit out.
Right. Yeah. This is something. It is not the Raven Queen.
Okay, good enough.
Yeah. They're but it is very potent. I wouldn't say it's as potent as the Raven Queen that in the capacity you've experienced her, but it is.
Yeah. And
Yeah. It's you are alarmed by how intense this is.
Yeah, and just for your sake, I don't know how much you read about Raven Queen or anything. Most of her shit is with the Shadowfell. So if anything is like leaking out into the prime material plane, it's like, oh fuck. But so if it's not her, that's actually probably good news.
Okay. Good. Yeah.
for everyone else at least.
Yeah. So with that, yeah, they you deduce that this isn't associated with your religiosity, but this is something like quite foul and
There is
evil.
like a okay. All right, so who was the last person that spoke out loud?
Me.
You? Okay.
normal voice.
All right. So Capstan in Fletch's voice, I guess, says to the queen, "How often the gods wait until we are laid low to play their tricks upon us?"
That's and the queen rebuts is like, that's haunting and accurate, and I'm glad you understand kind of our relationship with this situation. Are you saying that the gods are involved in this?
Well, I'm saying that she can they see is she like, why is she so
Yeah, no, I mean they are learned people and they
like
know
they're
that you're
familiar with some Kenku curses?
yeah, exactly.
All right,
Yeah,
so they, kinda get it.
they knew what they were getting into.
Okay. It's probably in my file that I'm a Kenku. So,
Yeah.
So he says,
Sure. Sorry, I was just saying your Suicide Squad file.
Suicide
where
Squad,
it's
yeah,
the
the-
opening scene.
yeah, and like
Deadshot.
the screen, yeah. I'm just going. No, what was it? Yeah, he says, there are many fell gods who would find pleasure and amusement in our suffering. I'm familiar with many of them. This one is different. For this, I will aid. For I am interested on my own about this. Should this leak into the greater rest of the world, your son might be the least of our problems.
And Crandall comes up behind you. The two of you who are standing like closest to the queen comes up behind you and is like, "Which is why we have to make it to the guild as soon as possible. So let us not bother the king and queen any longer with trivialities and see what we can do, perhaps to aid them."
Ding, ding, ding.
What was that?
I just ding his little bell.
Yeah. He's like, "Ooh!" Yeah. He takes you to the center of the room where you initially transported in, and you have that shimmer that you saw when you guys were still in the green room at the arena, and he zips through and reaches his hand back through to pull you through.
I ain't falling for this shit again.
Again, twice in a row. My God.
And he's I assume you. I mean, there's no reason you want to go with him, but I assume you zoop with him. So you guys end up in the Adventurers Guild. Actually, you end up just outside the Adventurers Guild on the front steps. As you get there, it is this 4-story building. It's got these grand Gothic windows that run the span from the foundation of the building all the way up to the roof. The body of the building is a square, while several single-story branches shoot out from the sides. The facade is this beautifully maintained combination of polished stone, wooden crossbeams, the latter of which are adorned with these thick ivy clusters. The path leading up to the guild itself has this like wide rectangular fountain that's spewing water into the air with these really well maintained and well crafted statues within. A lone double door at the top of the steps is being manned by two owl folk ushers that just open the doors. People come in and out, and there are plenty of people milling about. There's all sorts of creatures, not unlike yourself, that are just going in, coming out. All of them wearing the crest of the guild, and then some of these people appear like grand champions, others are like learned sages, and others more, they're like grizzled nomads from far off lands. They're just like, oh, we don't want to fuck with that guy. So you're sitting out front.
I guess they don't waste any time around here. I guess they don't waste any time around here.
It's like, no, we don't. Also, I think that's kind of cute. Are you doing a goof?
No, he has to do that.
Yeah, I kind of like, no.
It's just like, I'm bewitched. But with that said, let us go in. And he starts heading up towards the door. And the Owlin ushers open the door for you, and you can see inside clear as day. Like, because you're out, it's quite bright and sunshiny. Usually, going into a building, your eyes would have to spend some time adjusting. It's weirdly proportionate in there. Like your eyes don't have to adjust at all. It's almost perfectly calibrated to you guys walking in. You see a room that is as deep as it is wide, approximately 50 feet. There's a forked staircase leading up to the upper levels. This maroon drapery kind of covers a lot of these upper level activities, because normally you would be able to see between these pillars, but it's concealed. But you do hear a bit of a bustle up there. And the carpet underfoot is also maroon. There's a magical, like, blue flame almost. It's not quite like, it's not shimmering and moving like a fire would, but it's lighting the room. It's running up these columns, up these like fluted dowels. And you're in the room. Right 10 feet in, there's a gentleman at the desk. He's a very pudgy, kind of almost like a kiwi bird. He's got like a really long beak, and he's just sitting there. He's like tiny and fuzzy, and he's just like, and he's sitting at the desk.
Big glasses over his.
Yeah, 100%. He's got like tiny little eyes and these big glasses, and he looks down at the paperwork and pulls the glasses down. His eyes get huge, and he looks down at some papers at his desk. And Crandall walks you guys over. He's just like, "You'll be in good hands with Chester here. Ta-ta, and I hope we see you again soon." And he blinks out of existence.
I don't like that cat. That's just the first thing.
He takes a little bit of getting used to, but
You're going to have to work on that homophobia.
Oh my god!
After a while,
Take 1d4 psychic damage. But yeah, so you're at the desk. Chester has not acknowledged you. He hasn't looked out for his papers. He's very buried in what he's doing. And there are stacks and stacks of papers. He is very invested in what's happening in front of him. Just like stamp, move to another pile very quickly, boom, 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 with his little like winged hands. But he has not really acknowledged your presence.
I'm going to look at our friend Horatio.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Chester, you haven't helped our guests yet.
Yeah.
Anyway.
I'll let that play out, and then...
Oh, God, that was good. Does the...
I still have his voice. I thought,
Yeah, no, I get it. It's great. I want to have that happen. I just want what Gabe was about to say.
Ahead.
Go through it.
Yeah.
That was good. I like that.
Jeez.
Does the king always talk to his people like he talks down to you?
there's an air about the king that I understand, given the circumstances. He's fearful for his child.
It has nothing to do with his child. He doesn't care about that boy.
He's out of touch with the people. He's also not like of the people.
Exactly. He's not like us. But
He talks over his wife like he talks over all of us.
yes, I will say though your initial interactions with
And
him.
I'm not talking low. Chester can hear if he wants.
Okay.
There's no whispering happening.
Yeah.
He was much more cordial with your lot than when I was first introduced to them. They frowned upon, as a matter of fact. I carry the moniker of Heffalump because of the king and queen.
He's a not so nice person. Are you okay?
Well, of course I am. I just
I
have
wanna beat him
to.
up.
We're not doing it for him. We're doing it for the kid, right?
Yeah.
He's probably the innocent one in him, in this, rather.
Well, yeah, but he was rude, and we have a new friend. He was rude to our friend. We don't. He was rude to my friend. I don't like that. That was not so nice.
Grief can make you do many things that you don't want to do.
No, people in power are generally assholes, in my opinion. Whatever.
And
move
yes, yes, that I don't disagree with that statement, but perhaps maybe not judge them quite as harshly. Despite the situation, I have been treated well. I wouldn't say very well, but I no longer live in a cell. I have my own quarters. I am free to come and go as I please. Think of it more like a probation. But I
So
vowed
you've got
to
eternal servitude with this kingdom.
until either this situation is resolved or,
What situation?
Your
What
debt
are
is
these
paid.
debts you have to pay?
again, like I said, stealing honey is not viewed in the best of light, especially for a Loxodon like myself. Not after the purge. See, have any of you ever met one like me before?
I'm not from here.
I met a bit of everybody, but
I have no quarrel with your kind at all.
It's surprising that you've encountered.
I've
Our
encountered a lot in my time.
Our numbers are certainly not what they were after. History books will call it the Loxodon Uprising, but we were systematically hunted. There was a purge of heffalumps. Yeah.
you okay?
Yeah. We were painted as these. It was propaganda, There was coming from so many different languages and tongues within these lands, there are words that don't translate very well. What some call Loxodon, others have referred to as pachyderm, others call us elephants. And somewhere along the line, the word elephant got bastardized into heffalump.
Oh, that's just me.
And so, in a way, some view it as most view it as a derogatory term, but
Are we just having this conversation in front of Chester?
Yep.
Yes.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
100%.
but again, I want to be very clear. I have not been mistreated by the king or queen. They are above my station, and I recognize that, and I'm grateful for my life being spared.
When we leave this city, tell me the Loxodon word for well-heeled.
Chester chimes in. He's like, "Well, I tell you what, it's probably not going to be in your best interest to speak ill of the king and queen, especially in front of one of their subjects. Listen, I'm just the paperwork guy. I'm not going to report you, but
I should report you for not talking to us for like 10 minutes, motherfucker.
you seemed like you were in the midst of something.
No, you were got your nose buried in your paperwork when you had paying customers right in front of you.
You're not a paying customer. I know why you're here. Crandall dropped you off. I was busy dealing with other stuff.
I'm surprised you know the end of your fucking nose, buddy.
Sometimes I don't.
I'm getting all like floofed up with bird fights. Like,
Yeah, he does too, because he's also a bird.
yeah, like.
I flip a copper piece at Chester and I'm like,
What the fuck is this? I'm not. Well, you're just throwing nickels at me, essentially.
is it more than you had?
That's not the point.
He's now a paying customer.
You're not paying customer. You're trying to negotiate. Listen, man, you're in my hometown right now. Okay, you're on my turf. All right, from what I understand, you guys just got out of a sale just this morning, exploded a couple of goblins. Some that very well.
Couple of goblins.
Yeah, just a
It
handful,
was
right? I heard it
40.
was a pretty quick fight. There was probably only like 3 or 4, right?
It was 40, motherfucker.
That sounds like that sounds like malarkey to
Where's
me.
the clip?
Yeah, where's the clip?
Pull the clip.
Some guy walks in.
It's in the
with
best
scroll.
of.
You see you see you see Horatio's ear twitch
Slaps the bird.
when Chester says you're in my town, and you see this what was this kind of slouching, very stand fully upright, now 9 feet tall,
Yeah.
standing
Jesus.
and looking down over Chester.
He looks right up at you, and you just see big bulbous eyes and then a conical nose.
Yeah, just her point of view is ridiculous.
And I just say, Chester, you would do well to remember that you are speaking to an emissary of the royal family.
You're a consultant at best.
Expert.
And you're a pencil pusher at best. You better get to work, buddy, or you're gonna have some real problems.
All right, listen. I didn't want to have to do this, but I'm gonna have to put on my big boy hat now. And he puts on a hat, literally just a hat that has the crest of the Adventurers Guild. He's just like, you're talking to the second senior member of the Adventurers Guild Planning Committee, and I'm gonna.
Those last 2 words do a lot of heavy lifting.
It's like assistant to the regional manager.
I'm gonna walk over and just knock on the table, be like, Chester.
And you do that, and he's still fixated. This. You continue to cause a ruckus. We're gonna make sure the king and queen and everybody else above both of us is gonna get involved.
And when the king and queen find out that you have not outfitted those they have tasked with saving their son,
You probably yell at fast food workers.
Hey, Horatio.
What's fast food?
We don't talk about that.
he knows.
No, it doesn't matter. There's plenty of people around.
I know.
Hey, I'm all about moving forward. Do you mind if I speak to the group,
Fu-
Chester?
Yeah, finally somebody who makes some sense. You knocked on the table, I assume. Did you have anything mean to say too?
Moving forward. Moving forward.
Yeah, don't let her say anything.
Yeah.
I was gonna be nice. He didn't have any quarrel with me.
Yeah, I know.
He didn't do anything.
You and I are gonna speak for the group for a few minutes.
That's fine.
What was the writ that you were given about what we're supposed to be outfitted with? How much leeway do we have? What can the Adventure Guild provide?
Yeah, so you're supposed to get in here. I was going to give you a quick little slide deck on the on the creatures that we were hunting. I had to edit it last minute because it looks like one of our team there's only my goodness, and you see a little kiwi like magically prestidigitate onto his desk. Like it's kind of wispy. It's clearly like ethereal, and then it leaves a little scrap of paper behind, and then it just says. Tiger checkmark, and it's just like, okay, I guess that's 2 down at this point. So that's I'm grateful for that. Our teams are doing hard work. Out of game, I have a question. What's up with Cax at the moment?
He's in my pocket
He's still in your pocket.
I guess after an hour he's done. So after an hour passes.
Okay, which you're close to that. You're not quite there yet.
Yeah, so pretty soon he's gonna turn back into
turn into it.
He's gonna like.
I
just
figure
shove
I should
that in
probably
your
wait
pocket.
till we leave the Adventurers Guild because I don't think
Yeah.
they know he's here.
Yeah.
So
Also, I'm gonna retro something real quick because I forgot that there are no like humans in the world, and he's a drow, and we're just gonna make him tabaxi, but just because like you're all animal folk.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean that's not a. I mean is that a problem?
No, I just
the jaguar form of tabaxi.
Yeah. Sorry. I want to make sure.
He's a jaguar, yeah.
Yeah.
Jaguar.
Just because like I realized like very like the human features of the king and queen and the
yeah, but
prince.
elves are elves. They're not humans.
I'm saying non-animal folk.
Oh, okay.
Okay. But yeah, so I was wondering what that is. So yeah, I was supposed to do. So I guess I got a handful of monsters I got to brief you on, and that's kind of my bread and butter. I just do this on a day in day out basis.
Continue.
Yeah, thank you. So here, come into my office, and he like gestures you around his desk. Then there is no office there. It is just the other side of his desk,
moved
and
to
he
the
has
other side of the
some pieces of paper.
Just tell him the mechanics. Don't say anything fun.
Yeah.
Just give him the numbers.
Right. Okay, so at this point we got basically they're subjects of the kingdom who were kind of perverted by this magic that came from the situation at hand. We got to be a little more discreet about it, but we all know what we're talking about. So at this juncture, we have they all got clever names, but the bear is known as the gardener. He's this big old guy walking around the forest. He just tends to the trees. Really nice guy, or used to be, and now I don't really know what's happened to him. But we've sent a few parties out, and they haven't corresponded back. And as far as I know, nothing's changed in the palace. There's also the swine baron. He used to be our head of waste management, and now he just runs around in the sewers. We've been trying to catch him for weeks, and he's literally a greased up pig at this point. We can't figure it out.
He's not baron of anything. We just gave him that name. So it's hard to catch.
Yeah, pretty difficult.
Light a match.
After that, we also.
Man. You call us evil? Damn.
What did
She was like, "Oh, if he's greased up, just find him and light a match on him." And he's on just like
Summer?
So he just runs around burning to death like Jesus.
Summer, did you say that? Did Summer say that? You say that, he's just like,
I did just like under my breath, where
Yeah.
like I was just kind of making it.
no, you
When
say
I
it.
kill people, they die instantly, painlessly.
Yeah. Summer, you say that, and he's just like, Jesus Christ. We've thought of that, and we shot that idea down.
We were like, we can't sink to their level.
There were some implications. We're just like, all right, well, if we do this, it's going to destroy the entire septic infrastructure of the city.
Well, that part didn't cross my mind. It
Yeah,
was
well, you
just
got to think ahead. That's why I'm part of the planning committee. I do the planning. That's my strong suit.
No fire.
Yeah.
I'm just taking notes here, guys.
Yeah, no fire.
Then we got this big old bird. He was just a wizened old man who lived on the mountains up to the north. And then he's used all of that knowledge he's accrued since he's been affected by this to kind of just turn things into a godless wasteland up there. I have no interest in going back. My summer home was up there, ironically in the north, not where summer homes are typically, but
Southern Hemisphere.
It's completely obliterated. But yeah, he's the bird who blocks out the sun. It's just perpetually dark up there. We haven't quite figured it out yet. We keep sending adventuring parties up, and they keep getting lost because they don't understand how to navigate without the sun.
We got that whole migratory bird thing that's magnetic, so it's really good.
And lastly, in the caves to the south in that little mountain range, we've been calling him the burrowing demon. He just touches the ground and disappears. We can't find him. It's not like the pig situation where we find him and we just have trouble nabbing him. There's a tunnel there, and then we get a party ready, and the next second the tunnel's gone. We don't know what he's doing. He was just a goofy little prospector, and now he's just eating the hearts of everybody who manages to encounter him. It's fucking terrifying.
And you said the fire was a bad idea? Okay, my
Well, we're not condoning anything that
Sounds
they
like
do.
fire might be better than all these alternatives.
Well, in some of the alternatives, not in our septic system.
I guess that's a good point.
You ever lit a fart?
Oh, no.
Your birds.
No.
Your birds, you can't fart, can you?
Yeah,
Birds can fart.
Oh, they can't burp.
Yeah,
That's right.
Yeah.
Yeah, me neither.
Birds can fart like crazy, actually.
Owls can't because they don't.
Oh my
Yeah.
God,
Have an
birds are
accent.
drones and birds are drones and Andrew is a bird.
Yeah.
You're a drone?
Birds aren't real.
Exactly.
Yeah.
They're all Andrews.
Birds are Andrews and birds
Yeah.
are drones.
And we managed to take care of the other two. So I guess we're getting some wins there. But at this point, I just got to send you to the armory, get you outfitted with whatever you want. And then we'll.
May I ask an additional question? Which one of those is physically closest to here?
They're all relatively equidistant, and plus, we're the guild. We've got teleportation circles, and you can kind of go to our outposts
Awesome.
in the general area.
I was expecting a lot more flying or walking here.
Yeah, no,
This is
kind
awesome.
of accelerates the process. There's a bit of a jaunt between each place and the respective guild outpost, but you're not gonna we're not gonna hitch you to a wagon and expect you to go across the. You're still monitored criminals.
As a small olive branch, Capstan says, "Yeah, it really sucks as a flightless bird when you can't really fly around."
Yeah, and he's just like, I'm glad you understand. It's quite difficult to just. You see all those flighted birds, and no offense to them, that's just how it was, exactly. And
You're lucky you know that.
He says, but yeah, as I said, you're still criminals being monitored by the Crown, which means I got to give you this. And he opens a little drawer in his desk and he pulls out 5 of the crests for the Adventurer Guild. It is a face, it's a human face split down the middle. The one side is just like a very fair complexioned man, black hair with a very ornate, bejeweled crown, and then the other half is a skeleton with a crown of barbs, and then like pieces of the bone like chipped away. You can see that like it is a decayed skeleton, and he's just like, so this is the Adventuring Guild crest. Gotta put this on you just if you're doing anything on behalf of the guild, you're representatives of the guild. So, and he like pins one to each of your respective garments. But yeah, with that said, let's get you to the armory. Yeah. So you guys start making your way. He steps out from around his desk and starts leading you towards a pair of double doors on the outside of the room. I need everybody to roll me a perception check.
Ooh, that is a 17.
Same.
17.
10.
She said 10.
10?
Yeah.
24, not
24?
26.
26, okay. So 4 of you, actually, yeah. Do Harangon have advantage on perception checks related to hearing, or did I make that up?
I tried to figure that out if there was a hearing thing. I couldn't. I never did.
I know some races have perception bonuses contingent on like certain senses. You have
She has automatic proficiency in like a racial bonus for proficiency.
Yeah.
But I don't know, for perception. But I don't see anything saying anything about
By the way,
having special hearing.
our
Unfortunately,
bird doctor
Yeah.
in the other room let us know a fact about birds. If
Oh,
you'd
yeah?
like me to read it for you.
Sure, please do.
So birds do not fart. Birds have
Jesus.
the anatomical and physical ability to be able to do so, but do not have the need to, unlike other mammals who pass gas from their anus. There is no sound evidence of birds doing the same.
because birds do just
Any-
shit constantly.
Any gases produced in digestive leak out as fast as they're produced,
Yeah.
so there isn't the opportunity for buildup. Thank you, Dr. Birdman.
That makes a lot. That makes a lot of sense, actually.
That really does.
I don't know
So
if
to
I
answer
should
your
believe
question,
him
you
or
were
not.
like, have you ever
Somebody
let a
else's
fart?
fart?
Neither of you have, and neither is Chester.
Yeah, we both sadly no.
At least you can fly. But yeah, so you guys, perception checks across the board.
First. Sorry.
It's okay.
This is the most important diversion of the whole session.
Yeah.
Really.
Yeah.
So 17, 17, both higher than 20 and a 14. The 4 of you hear a bit of a ruckus outside. There's kind of a calamity. You hear screaming, and it's not like normal city sounds. It's not like there's just a brief uproar or anything. It does sound like there's something afoot. As that happens, I need all 5 of you to roll me dexterity saving throws. You get disadvantage on that, Summer, because you had a low perception check.
18. And I have evasion.
28.
Good God.
I rolled nat 20.
Yeah.
It's your 4th one tonight.
You said this
Yeah,
is
I'm
dex
fucking on
saving
fire.
throw?
Yeah,
This
dex
one, man.
save.
I know. I've been watching the whole time.
This is the first D20 I ever bought.
14.
14 and
Rolled in that one. We're not going to talk about it.
ooh.
We
you
don't
have a
have to talk
plus
about
anything?
it. You
Yes.
have? Do you
Okay,
have uncanny
It's
dodge?
an 8.
You
Okay.
She is a rogue. She probably has uncanny
Yeah, you
dodge. She
have-
also has lucky footwork.
yeah. You
Oh, yeah,
You have
like-
a thing for your dex saves. Yeah.
Yeah, I have my lucky footwork. It's like when I fail it.
Well, that's not
Oh.
going to help you there. But there's a rogue thing that lets you take half damage from failed dex saves.
Evasion.
Yeah. Evasion. Yeah, you're right. You're right. Cool.
7th.
And it's
Yeah,
not
it's a
a
7th
nat
level ability,
1, it's an 8.
Yeah, I know, but
Yeah.
I'm like, I rolled in that one. We're just not
Yeah,
going to
the
talk
D4
about
is
it.
not going to.
Yeah, not gonna
help
do any
you.
help. Okay.
We can try.
Better than a crit fail.
So, give me one moment.
This is why I said at the beginning of the stream, I don't know what I'm doing.
I love it.
Here we go.
Somehow you made it to this table.
Do what?
It's
I said,
alright.
and then
No,
somehow
do
you
I.
made it to the table.
What's funny is that people say that way past the point where they know what they're doing. Mm-hmm. They always do.
Okay.
Well, that's right. I still don't know.
Yeah. I still don't
30
think I know
years.
what I'm doing.
I really don't.
So I have no fucking clue what I'm doing, and I'm running the game.
We did derail it 5 minutes in.
Yeah, which is whatever.
30 seconds.
Yeah. So you hear that calamity outside, and then right at the front door, you hear, "Bring me their heads!" And fire fucking crashes through the roof of the Adventurers Guild. You see 1, 2, 3, 4. It's like coming from the back and like making their way forward, just like firing masses of rock and molten lava just crashing through the roof of the building. And those dexterity saves that you made, if you got higher than a 16, you take 37 damage halved. If you got lower than a 16, you take the full 37. You, as a rogue, Summer, will take half anyway because you have evasion. That's an ability that rogues get, so you take half damage. And you take
Evasion,
no damage, right.
You said 37?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well,
Half to 16.
you have to 8.
18.
Nope, 17. Fuck. No, 18. God. Sorry.
One more time? One more
7,
time.
9, 11.
4, 8,
glad I could
15.
Yeah.
4, 8, 72.
Yeah. So, you see a bunch of fire and debris crash through the roof of the building. All 4 of those floors just crash down, and you see a couple adventurers like on your level. You see like a few shield spells go up. You see 1 or 2 of them just blink right out of existence. You see Chester just crawl under his desk really quickly as everything starts moving forward.
I'm glad
We're gonna just do a save on his desk to see how that holds up.
I was roasting him, but I like
Yeah.
Chester.
Oh, Chester rolled a nat 20, so his
Hell
desk,
yeah.
Chester's
his
fine.
desk
We're
is
good.
made of like adamantine.
This is his storm shelter.
Yeah,
Yeah.
truly.
I've never been safer.
Yeah. So all of that happens, and then you are currently under a substantial amount of rubble. You're not like buried properly. A lot of it's starting to slough away. But as you emerge from the rubble, you see a disgusting, bloated,
Human.
festering pig. That's the closest thing I had to a giant pig.
That's actually pretty good.
Yeah.
It's like a Doom enemy.
Right,
It's like a Hell Knight.
And you see him walk into the room, and as you like start to clear some of the rubble out, or don't.
Is he that big to us?
Yeah, actually he is.
Okay, cool.
Yeah. And you see him, one of the adventurers who managed to survive but hadn't quite like gotten out of the guild yet. He just grabs her by her neck, lifts her off the ground, and just snaps her neck like a fucking twig. He moseys in. You see he has some gross shit monsters behind him. Literally, when you were going through the drawings and the presentation with Chester, you saw that he was gross and in the sewers, and was like there was some gross fucking magic happening down there. And he has 2 little servants walking behind him that are just comprised of just the filth and the squalor of the sewers. And he moseys into the room, and he's just like whatever survivors between you and him, he's just grabbing them and killing them. Yeah, just
Opening them up like soda bottles.
right, yeah, and he's also taking their adventure guild's crest off of them before he kills them, and just like throwing them on the ground.
Okay.
So yeah, he walks in. You guys, he hasn't quite clocked you yet. He's just kind of like focusing on like whoever's nearest to him, as are his little gremlins. But yeah. So that is what you have in front of you. Do you want to do anything before? I mean, because you are relatively obscured. You're under all this rubble.
This isn't anything I want to do, but I've used poop demons before, and can I tell you what I think is a good thing to call them so you don't have to say poop demon 1
What is
billion
it?
times?
What is it?
Excremental.
Oh my god, that's so good.
That's pretty good.
That is really
Yeah.
fucking
That is
good.
really good.
That's really good.
I'd
yes.
like to stealth.
Okay. Just to like hide in general.
Yep.
Okay, what'd you roll?
24.
That's pretty damn good. Let me
plus
see.
Of course, feel free to say poop demon. I mean,
No,
not
well,
gonna
I mean,
stop you.
excremental is way too fucking clever for me not to use. Let me see if he has anything. How does that work? I
The
need to
guy who
make sure.
controls them is excrementalist.
Not many people want to be them. With his job security.
It is job security.
I'm with waste
Manager
management.
precedes the original form of a shape changer. Furthermore, it precedes the hero plane. Okay,
I'm a
good.
waste manager.
Yeah.
You're a shit man, sir.
Before we get into things, can I go ahead and summon my unicorn spirit?
Yeah, I will give everybody a what is essentially just a singular action prior to him noticing you. So you can summon a unicorn spirit. Do you have a mini for that?
No, so the
Yeah.
spirit isn't
But I've got
actually a
another
creature
thing
or object.
that I think-
So it emanates.
But
So
yeah,
within
definitely
this, I
maybe.
have 3 spirit totems that I can call from: a bear, a hawk, or a unicorn.
Okay.
They do different things.
Okay.
So the unicorn, it's going to be a 30-foot radius around the point that I choose. So I'm looking. I look at like where there's a clearing within this room outside of the rubble, and place it there. So what this is going to allow us to do is, as long as we are within this circle, you're granted advantage on all ability checks made to detect creatures in the spirit's aura. And then if I use a spell, using a spell slot specifically, that restores HP to any creature inside or outside of that radius, each creature inside regains hit points equal to my druid level.
And that would be 9 in this
Yeah.
case? Okay. Yeah, well then where would we place the aura? Where you
So basically, it's going to encapsulate us, but it's going to be also like we're going to be right on the edge of it, and then have more of it
Yeah.
out in the
How big is that aura?
30 feet.
Biggin.
If you may.
And you said
30-foot radius?
30-foot radius, yes.
Wow.
encapsulating us 30 feet?
Yeah, so we're going to be on like the outside edge of it, but we're still going to be within that range.
Okay. Okay, so you go ahead and do that. You have stealthed. Anything the Summer or River or Capstan would like to do?
I'm gonna hide.
Can I see the outside because of how fucked up the building got?
Yeah, no, you can see outside clear as day. It's pretty much as bad as it is in here. Like a lot of the town square has been decimated.
All right, because Capstan is basically mental mathing if he should just take Cax out of his pocket and just whip him in a direction and be like, run!
Yeah.
Because when he lands, the mouse will die and he'll just be a
Yeah, you
Tabaxi
know,
again.
like looking outside, the only major threats you see are these 3 at a glance. But anything more than that, it's still bedlam and chaos outside, but it's not like there aren't hostiles roaming about.
Okay.
This is clearly the target.
I'm going to. In that case, yeah, I'm going to pull Cax out of my pocket. I'm going to say, find somewhere underground you can hide. I guess find somewhere underground you can hide. Disrespect those around.
He did just that.
Find someone underground you can hide. What a ridiculous situation.
A little bit of rat poop comes out. Just pees a little.
It's I'm going to throw you. It's going to hurt, but you will be fine when it's done. Run
Yeah.
and hide. I will find you later. And I just kind of
Just yeet 'em.
Launches.
Roll
rat
athletics.
Roll what?
Roll athletics. So I do want to clarify. The view to outside is where they just came in through the building that collapsed towards you, and you were at the opposite. No, sorry, it'd be the difference. Completely turned around. So yeah, you can just yeet him out. I just want to see how far you throw him.
13.
Okay, with a 13,
Could've
you
been
get
worse.
him. You get him pretty far. Like the fountain that you walked by on the way in, that's probably about 50 or so feet away from you. And you chuck him. He hits the edge of the fountain, and you see him hit really hard, rolls into the water, and then he comes back out as Cax. he's just a wet cat.
Yeah, and I have the cantrip message, and I just run!
Yeah, and he's just like, okay, I understand.
And then I was like, oh, damn it.
But yeah, okay. So and then Summer and River.
There you go.
I'm gonna hide.
You're gonna hide. Go ahead and roll stealth.
So 13.
13. Okay. What was your roll, Fletch?
You're a nice Jake.
Well, for your stealth, it was quite high. I just
24.
was that a nat 20?
No, I have a +8.
Okay, just making sure. I'm gonna just. Perception is wisdom or intelligence?
Wisdom.
Okay, +1. No proficiencies. Just making sure. Okay. All right, great. You hide, and then River.
Yeah, I'm gonna take cover and hide.
Okay.
I keep picturing you as, I know that you're a gift, but you're a gloom stalker, so you're also kind
I
of
know.
stealthy, but you're
Yeah.
this big motherfucker.
Yeah.
It's just very funny. You just like find a lamppost.
Right.
19.
19. Okay.
I think
I'll-
bugbears are like that too. They're like
Yes.
huge,
Dude,
but super
bugbears
stealthy.
are super stealthy.
Yeah.
Yes.
But they're like 8 feet tall.
Yeah,
All right.
I love that.
So given the circumstances you have hidden, how do you want to like go to the back of the room? Do you want to try to like hunker down behind something? How are you going to do that? Because 3 of you have elected to hide now.
I'm going to the back of the room. If there's a doorway, I can just peek around kind of thing.
Who's missing?
1, 2, 3. We got my dog.
You got your dog,
Or Loxodon.
Loxodon. All right, thank you.
He'd probably be in the back, right?
Yeah, let's put you guys here because the rest of you. Where were you hiding? I'm sorry.
Back of the room.
Back of the room. Just okay. So you're just gonna like hunker down behind some rubble back here.
Yeah, because distance isn't a problem for
Okay.
me. I can
And
shoot from
what about
wherever.
you?
I'm just gonna try to find some rubble to kind of like.
Okay,
peek out
I'll
from
put you
behind.
back. You see him hide back there, and you
Yeah.
you
I'm
follow
also gonna
suit.
tell my dog to hide.
Yeah. And then what about you? Where are you hiding? Or are you just gonna like
just rumble?
Yeah, there's rubble about. Like you can just hide anywhere. I'm just
Yeah.
trying to make sure.
I want to get close, but I definitely don't want to be out of the influence of his ability, right?
Yeah, yeah. Okay, great. And with that said, everybody roll for initiative.
New dice.
21.
Oh, yeah.
22.
20.
All right. Everybody rolls hot.
19.
Oh, nice.
20 as well?
20.
What's your dex?
You literally all rolled 19 or higher.
I rolled a 20 with a +2.
Yeah.
Hers is 5.
Okay, so then it would be
Last 20 I'm rolling all day.
Summer,
Her initiative?
No, I said her.
No,
her
mine.
dex mod is
Oh,
5.
dex.
My dex
No, I was
mod.
talking to
Summer, then me, and then
Alex said,
Gabe.
here we go.
Shit.
And Gabe's character name is
River.
River. Well, what'd you roll?
Me?
Yeah.
I rolled a 22.
22.
Wait, no, I rolled one under what Gabe got. Gabe, what'd you get?
22. So
I
you
got 21 then.
Mhm.
Yeah, my bad.
Oh, 20, 21, 22 for River. And then, Jared, what'd you get?
19.
19. 19.
Wait, no, I don't
for
think I
Richard.
actually did.
Yeah, you did. I remember you saying it now.
Oh, I did get over 20. That's right. Okay.
Yeah. All right. So
5 plus 15 plus 6.
rattle
that's
off the
right.
numbers real quick.
Right here, you want to see it? If that's easier.
Bless you.
Thank you.
Visual is transferred faster
Bless
than
you.
verbal.
Thank you.
Hail Satan.
Ugh.
Okay. So yeah, you guys all hunker down or make yourselves. I mean, like posture yourselves because you did not hide. So you
No.
are.
Yeah, my marionette's out and it's like doing a sort of like idle animation dance in front of me. Like I'm ready to go.
All right, great.
Animation.
Yeah.
Imagine like the witch doctor from Diablo 3.
Okay, great. So first up is River.
Priest from Age of Empires. All
All right, River, you are up.
Alright, first I'm going to summon my Echo Knight. How far are we away from this?
So you are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 by 5, so 90 feet.
Okay. 30 feet away from me, I'm going to summon the knight, and then what I'm going to do is take my axe off my back and chuck it towards the knight, or the knight. He's going to grab it.
Okay. Do you have a mini for the night, or are we using the Reaper?
This is another mini, but you can use it for now.
Jared, would you?
Yes.
Yeah, come on, Jared.
Sorry, you held it like right in front of your face, and I was confused. I'm sorry. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Wait.
Okay. So you got your knight, and he has your axe now.
Yeah, hold on. I need another thing.
Oh, okay.
Panera retired the steak and white cheddar sandwich.
I've had Panera
They
like
did,
2
and I'm
times
very
in my
upset
life.
about it.
I am.
I used to get it on my way into work, and I'd
Is
have
that
that
the
for dinner, and then at like 2 a.m. I'd have my salad.
Only thing I'd ever have.
Yeah, Andrew just eats saltine crackers and watches C-SPAN all day.
Yeah. I don't even watch anything. I listen to NPR. Yeah.
And he makes sure to drink it with no drink, no water.
No drink, yeah.
Just saltine.
Just saltines.
Room temperature tap water.
Natural saliva is all he needs.
Not really.
All right. So you threw an axe, and what do we have now?
Hold on to this guy, and
All
I'll
right.
tell you when.
Just toss.
I'll tell you when to put him up.
Yeah.
All right, so I'm going to do a total of.
1 billion damage.
Let me just see. 9 attacks, so I can just roll to hit if you don't care.
Okay. Walk me through the order of operations here.
Horatio, you may not be able to.
So attack, echo attack,
You
Okay.
might not get
umbrella
one
attack,
Yeah.
this whole game.
You know
Extra
what?
attack.
At
Yep.
this point,
Echo
I'll just
attack.
figure it
Yep.
out.
action surge leads to another attack sequence, which is attack, echo attack, umbrella attack, and another extra attack. So there's 9.
Okay. Who are you targeting?
Big dude.
Okay. How much of these are magic damage?
None of them.
Good to know.
Do you have a plus anything weapon? Is it? Are you?
Yes.
Then it is magic.
What about your, and does that include the axe you just threw to your Echo Knight?
Yeah, any weapon that's
They are all magic. You're right.
Yeah,
You're
any
right,
plus anything is a magic weapon.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
they're-
Okay.
Yeah.
Also, all attacks made by the Echo are magic attacks.
Yeah.
Oh,
You're
okay.
right.
That actually makes sense. Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Excuse me.
All right. We'll
Bless
do
you.
4 and why not? All
That's
right.
it.
So.
And also
do
that
the
applies to
first-
his punches. His punches are magical
Yeah.
too.
I knew
Yeah.
that.
All right. The lowest I rolled was a 12.
Okay. Which, well, for starters, which one are you targeting?
Big guy.
Big bag.
Big guy. And your range is what, like 200 feet?
Calling. Where's my phone?
I don't know.
Oh, my sister was calling me. Anyway.
Okay.
Um,
But your range is like 200 feet, right?
it's until it gets impossible. I think it's 280. Is
Okay.
that right, Alex?
Yeah, okay. So
Yeah,
you're
yeah.
there.
It's way out there. So 12, 15, 19, 20, dirty 20.
All right. And his AC, 12, 15. So 5 attacks, and how, I'll just
That
say
was
with,
4 attacks.
all right, 12, 15, 18, one more time.
You said 12, 15, 18, 20, didn't you?
Yeah.
Okay, so 2 of those hit.
2 of those?
Yes.
Okay. I will roll the other. That was 4, so 5 more.
Also, thanks for everybody who just joined from another stream. Super cool to have you on. We're doing
welcome.
Yeah, we're doing some math at the
Greetings.
moment, but in the meantime, while we're doing math, you can go ahead and head to that QR code right there and donate to the Monroe Carroll Jr. Children's Hospital at Vanderbilt via Extra Life, who we are fundraising for today, because we're doing this for 16 hours to raise money for a children's hospital. So that'd be super cool. I am donation matching up to $500 today. We've already hit like 200 of that, and then Born over here is donation matching up to 250. So your $20 turns into $40. That'd be super cool. Go ahead and help some kids out.
It's all for the children.
All right.
You can put all of us in a really bad situation financially. It'd be
Yeah.
so funny. You should do that.
Yeah.
a 17, an 18, a 10, a 4, and a 14.
Were those the remaining attacks?
Yes.
The one of them hits.
One of them hits. Okay,
Yeah.
so altogether that's 4 attacks.
3. 3 landed.
2
3 landed.
2 from the first volley and then 1 from this volley,
Yeah,
right?
Okay, cool.
All right, so 3 attacks landed.
All right. That will be.
Oh, I just got a dono.
Neato.
Neato libido. Thank you.
Thank you. If
Whoever
that-
it may be.
Especially if that was someone who just showed up from that other stream. If not, still thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Very cool.
Great, grand, wonderful.
So he take 12, 22, 28, 31, 34, 37 damage.
37 damage. Cool. All right. So your Echo Knight, how is he attacking, by the way? Is he running up?
None of his attacks hit.
Oh, okay, great. Would he have been running up?
He would have been
Okay,
doing jazz
so
aside.
we need to
Exactly.
close that gap. What's his
Tai
movement?
Chi.
30.
Okay, so he wouldn't
So
even
move him up 30, but
Yeah.
none of his attacks would have hit.
Okay, great. So we'll just pretend that didn't happen.
Yeah.
Because he is still not quite there.
Yeah.
Okay. He he gets up within that 15, 20-ish feet away from this giant pig monstrosity. And your Echo is just like, this is all I know how to do. It just starts swinging back and forth.
That's kind of his thing.
Yeah.
I'm gonna get you. I'm gonna get you.
I'm gonna get you.
might not
You
get
step a little bit closer, I'm gonna get you.
Closer, buddy.
Yeah. Okay. Anything else on your turn? Because you action surged, you did a bunch of attacks.
That's everything I could do on first turn.
Okay, great. So that is your turn. Next in the initiative is Capstan.
It's Capstan. All right. Well, we got a whole bunch of crap happening here, don't we?
Yeah.
Literal crap.
All right. Just want to check a couple of my spells real quick.
While he's doing that, just for clarification, on summoning creatures, because I've not done that.
Yep.
When it refers to the hit die of the creature that I'm going, it'll be whatever their damage die is, correct?
No, it is their challenge rating.
What it?
I think challenge rating correlates to a specific hit die.
So like I'm trying to do the math in my head
per.
for like Mighty Summoner, which the creature has 2 extra HP per hit die.
Yeah, so it's per challenge rating. Basically, if it's a CR20 monster, that's 20 HD.
Okay.
Yeah, and what is
So,
what
in
is the
case,
specific die?
it'd be D8.
Yeah, okay.
Okay. So, but like let's just use Wolf for example. They're a 1/4 challenge rating,
So it's one.
so it'd be 1.
Yes.
So,
Okay.
okay. So they get okay.
I'm going to cast Hypnotic Pattern on the big guy.
Okay.
So that it's
Hypnotic
a
Pattern covers a pretty big area.
30-foot cube within range. Yeah, so
So starting him as your point of origin. So that's
30 foot on a side, so 15 feet in both directions, I guess.
You'd have to shift it to get 2 of them.
All right, well, shift it to hit one of the other guys. It doesn't really matter which one. As long as the center one plus one of the other dude doesn't really matter. And both of those guys have to.
so we're in this guy.
Yeah.
There it is. Okay, both of those guys have to make a Wisdom save versus a DC of 19. On a failed save, they are charmed, and while they are charmed, they are incapacitated and have a speed of 0.
So excremental. I gotta see if he is immune to condition, exhaustion, paralyzed, petrified, poisons, unconscious. Not immune to charm. And this guy is going to use a legendary resistance to slough that off. But he's burned 1. So, so remind me, they're charmed, and what are the extent of the effect?
They are incapacitated and cannot move.
Okay, great.
Speed of 0.
Yeah, so you send that pattern out. What does the pattern look like for Capstan?
It looks like it's sort of like a spiral that starts in the center and it starts to like outward, except the spiral looks like it's a continuous like branches woven together like it's the side of a bird nest. And it's just like it's like it never reaches the other side and keeps being a bigger circle going out and out.
Yeah.
And that's just kind of like going at like 100 FPS in front of their faces.
And
The
this
Windows
one,
9 desktop screen.
So the big monstrous pig like sees that happening, and like you see him start to get drawn in, his eyes start to narrow, and then like just and like shakes it off, and like you see like a bunch of spit and like just gross nastiness like fly off his face, and some of the spit like lands on the floor in front of him and starts like corroding the stone that it landed on. And he just like you see his tusks like kind of like the muscles at the base of his face that like kind of contract, his tusks move forward a little bit, and then the excremental is just like it just kind of like slouches and loses some of its density. It is less tightly packed.
It's like it's watching the wall and just get 3 hits of acid.
Exactly. But yeah, so that happens. So that's your action. To anything else?
I'm going to give a bardic inspiration to you.
Okay.
So
Perfect.
take a D8.
Yeah. Great. So that is action, bonus action, any movement. Because you are still hidden.
I think I like where I am. So I think I'm going to chill.
Okay,
I
great.
don't think I'm going to move at all. Why would I? Yeah.
Awesome. Okay. Next up on the order is
Before we continue,
yeah.
I know we're standing in a thing that you can't. What are we in right now? What kind of aura?
It's the unicorn spirit. So if I cast a healing spell on anything, everybody that I choose regains 9 HP.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
Cool.
yeah. on top of the.
Because it's your druid level on top of it, right? Yeah, awesome. That's really cool.
Yeah.
All right, yeah, that's my whole turn.
So, yeah, we'll get into a different mechanic later.
Okay, cool. Yeah, so that is their turn. Summer, you're up.
Okay.
Alex, I think I can hear you from the other room, by the way, just with the, I can hear my own voice coming back to me.
Also, I just confirmed the hit die for a wolf is 2d8 plus 4. So, for that to average out their HP.
Okay, cool.
So yeah, with Mighty Summoner, they all get an additional 4 HP each off the
shit.
bat.
I think giant pythons are also really good lower level monsters if you need one.
But yeah, Summer, you're up.
Okay, so I had a thought, but I'm not really in range for it, and I don't necessarily want to unhide.
I think you stay hidden until you get
Stay
until you
hidden.
do
Don't
the
want to
thing.
unhide.
Yeah, because you already are hidden, you will
Yeah.
stay hidden until you come out of it to do something.
Yeah, but like my movement is only like 30 feet, so like I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna try to like if I can move up to kind of where he's hidden.
Not to like steal the steering wheel from you. But
No,
I
you're good,
think
you're
you
good.
can. I think if I'm not mistaken, you can bonus action dash. Can you?
Yeah, that is.
Bonus action hash or hide. Do you
So
have
you-
a ranged weapon?
Hold on. And I have a short bow, not
Yeah.
necessarily.
Well,
So short bow's 80.
if she's within, what's your movement speed?
30.
If she's within 60 feet of something, you can bonus action dash, get up to it, and then attack,
Oh, that's
and you would
right.
stay hidden
Okay.
until you hit him, obviously.
Yeah.
But then you wouldn't be able to go into hiding after because your bonus action will be spent. So that's up to
Yeah.
you.
You can get there in melee, or you
Okay.
can shoot from range.
That works too. Yeah.
Either way, you're in range for either. So generally, rogues shoot at range and then move into melee when
Yeah.
other people are there. So your first attack would be assassin, and so attacking range would probably be the best thing to do right
Yeah.
now. You can also still move 30, and your bonus action you can re-hide after you move.
Yeah. If you
Okay.
don't spend your bonus, you can hide after. Yeah.
Okay,
So
yeah,
you can
let's
just
do that.
stay hidden.
Yeah, let's do that.
Yeah,
I'll
that's
just
a
use
good
my
move.
short
Yeah,
bow.
good move.
Okay. So.
Shoot with advantage.
Should.
Yeah, 'cause she is hidden.
Yeah.
And 80 feet is the range on a short bow. That's him.
No, that's him. Who
Yeah,
is
that's
she?
me.
Jesus.
I'm back
Oh.
there.
So this was 80 feet. So right there is
Yep.
75. You're in range.
Okay. And then with
Right in the center of the aura and still hidden.
Yeah.
It's great. Yeah, I love
There we
mechanics
go.
sometimes.
All right. So with advantage is 2d20, right?
Yep.
Indeed.
Yep.
Okay,
And
that's
then you
what
just
I
take the bigger one. Which one are you shooting, by the way? Big guy?
That did not. Yes.
It might still be pretty good. What's your attack
It's a
bonus?
+9 to hit. So
That's a 17.
Yeah.
17. She has a bardic.
You do have a bardic inspiration. There you really should. You really
Yeah,
should.
I'm going.
First round.
Yeah, just pro
First
tip.
round,
The
you've
DM,
got-
the
you've
DM
got
wouldn't
a
remind
7.
you.
+7.
Yeah. +7.
So-
+7? Oh, yeah, then it hits.
Hell yeah, and that's a sneak attack.
So it's 1d6 +5 piercing damage.
Yeah,
Plus
and
how
then
many sneak attacks
plus a sneak attack.
Hold up.
Plus assassin.
I
which is
wrote that
crit, right?
down somewhere.
Assassin auto
She's not an
critical
assassin.
Shoot.
You're a soul blade, right?
I'm an assassin.
Oh, you're an
soul
assassin.
knife.
I thought you were
Yeah.
a soul. I thought you were something else. Okay.
No, I did like both the assassin soul
Okay.
knife.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I have my sneak attack is 5d6.
Cool. Then you add that to your damage too.
Okay.
Yeah.
I thought I had that written down on a different paper.
Okay, go ahead and roll your damage.
And then what did the assassin thing do?
Doesn't it auto crit first attack?
Does it? That's
If
buck
somebody has not
wild.
gone in the initiative, I believe it does.
Let me.
I don't
Yeah.
have
If the.
anything.
Yeah.
No, you have advantage on any. Or no, that's the assassinate. Yeah, you have advantage on attacks against creatures that have not gone in combat yet. But since she was coming from sneak attack, yeah.
Any hit. Oh, any. They have to be surprised for it to auto crit. So if it's in a surprise round, it's an auto crit. But this is not a surprise round.
No, it is not.
No, come back here.
Still really good.
Yeah, it is.
I'm surprised that she's there.
So 3, 5, 7, 8, 9.
9 total across.
Did you add your base
That
weapon damage and your
So it
other
was 1d4 plus 5.
thing? Did you?
1d6. Crap.
Yeah, it should be 6. Yeah.
Yeah,
square.
so that would be.
Yeah, thank you.
It's okay. It's okay. It is okay.
All right, so 1d6 plus 5, so 2,
See how
7,
you roll that?
and then my sneak attack was the 5d6, so
Yes.
it was 5, 7, 8, 9,
Plus 7.
11, yeah. 9 plus 20.
It's
20.
been killing other people and attacking.
a lot better than
but
mine.
with us.
20 piercing damage.
20 piercing damage, thank you. I would rule, because surprise is a condition. How do we determine what the surprise condition is?
Surprise is the condition that you are under when it is a surprise round.
I would say no, given that you are effectively in initiative. You are hidden. If you had done it like in that initial, hey, you guys get a free action at the end of all this, I'd rule that as a surprise. But in this
Yeah.
case, he knows that he's in a fight. This thing just ran up to him. He's ready to fight.
He still can't see you.
Yeah,
You're
yeah.
still
Yeah,
hidden
no,
behind
that
you, yeah.
works.
Yeah.
There's that.
He can smell you.
How would I do have a
I
question
can
for the
smell
DMs at the
ya.
table. How would you rule if he gets hit by a creature that is stealthed? Would you rule like, hey, we have to roll stealth again to see if you maintain being hidden? I don't know how that mechanic works.
Really?
You just come out of stealth, and then you have to re-stealth.
Oh,
That's
and then the
advantage
bonus
of the
action
bonus
hide.
action.
Okay, yeah.
So
You have to move again, and then re-hide.
I was about to say, yeah, move the first, and then as
Yeah,
my
there's,
bonus
there's,
action
there's
is,
rubble
I'm gonna
everywhere. I'll
rehide.
say that there's an opportunity to stealth in most
And
squares.
so you were right here. Where do you want to move? Strategically, you have used 15 of your movement.
Honestly, probably go back to where I was.
Okay.
Back
Okay,
in the
yeah,
back.
stick and poke.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
Okay, and
then-
then roll your stealth to make sure you can be hidden.
17.
Okay.
Can you use cunning action to stealth?
Yes.
Yeah, that's the bonus action hide.
That's the that's the ability to use the bonus action to
You have to
hide.
roll
Normally
for
it's a
that.
full action.
Yep.
Yeah, you didn't have to roll
You
for
don't
that
roll
if it's
for it.
stealth off cunning action.
No. So
it's-
hiding as a bonus action means that you do a stealth check against either their passive perception or active perception.
Okay.
And then that determines whether or not you are effectively hidden.
Yeah, because normally it's a full action, but rogues can do it as a bonus instead.
Okay.
Yeah.
And also
You
monks
still
when they
have to
spend a
set a
key point.
DC that the DM can meet. It's
Right.
not like you're hidden from everything.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
okay.
It's not Dungeon Crawl Classics. Where you just decide, oh, you're hidden because you rolled over a 10.
Right. But yeah, okay, so you rolled quite well. So as
20
far as
damage.
you can tell, you went back to where you were and you are hidden.
Okay.
Okay, great. Anything else on your turn?
No.
right.
think I'm good on that.
Fletch, you are up.
You did good.
You are front and center.
I did
You're still
something.
hidden, technically.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45.
Yeah, he really far away.
Yeah, I had a
I'm
whole
just
other like
out of range
plan,
of
but then I was like, oh
melee.
no, he's like way far out.
So this is all destroyed building, right?
Yeah. The entire you can see the sky above you. Like there's still some structural integrity. It's not completely collapsed, but like effectively you can see outside from pretty much anywhere.
He's slightly out of my foot range, so I am going to stay hidden and stealth towards this guy a little bit, using this guy as a relief.
Okay.
But I don't want to come out of stealth yet.
Okay.
That'll be it for me.
All right. Full turn.
And while staying hidden, I'll also take the dodge action.
With the key point.
Nope.
No, oh yeah,
that'll
full
be my
action. Right.
Yeah, that's just full action.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool. Next, Horatio, you're up.
Yeah, so Horatio's surveying things, and so forgive me if the low light makes Jared have to stand up for a second.
What do you need to know?
Yeah. So you are here.
All right, cool. And then there's currently how many creatures aside from the giant pig?
There's 2 excrementals.
2 excrementals.
God, that's so good. Did you come up with
It
that?
really is such a good
I
name.
don't think I did,
Okay, still
but if
good.
I don't remember where it's from, I'm going to say yes.
Okay, great.
And where does my 30-foot radius end?
This circle, so 30-foot radius, that's a 15-foot radius. So that circle's not quite big enough. If that's your center point, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Where is Horn's marker?
Oh, he got food delivered.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Cool.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Oh my god, it's from Dogma.
Is it?
Yeah.
Like the Kevin Smith movie?
Yeah.
That's awesome.
They call it the Golgothan because it's basically, oh, I forgot. Shit demons are, in Christian mythology, shit demons are made from the shit that accumulates at the bottom of crucifixes.
Oh my god, that's terrifying.
Yeah.
I forgot about that.
I love that.
Different.
Yeah, because, they just...
Okay.
All right.
Well, that's super cool. Anyways, yeah, so this is effectively sort of 30-foot radius, not
Yeah.
30-foot diameter.
Yeah.
Oh.
Cool.
And just covers back there.
Yeah, that's fine.
Oh, it's even bigger. Yeah.
Then I'm going to cast Conjure Animals,
Okay.
and I'm going to summon 8 wolves.
Okay. So give me some fucking wolf minis then.
Do you want to use dice? Or?
I'm just giving
Yeah,
you-
just give me some dice.
Yeah. Let's see, there's 4, 8. There's 8.
Perfect. Where do you want them?
So they have pack tactics, so they have advantage as long as they are within 5 feet of another wolf.
Okay.
So I'm going to put,
Actually, just an ally, not even another wolf.
yeah.
Yeah.
I think the wolves are going to focus on the excrementals.
Okay, good.
So 4 on one, 4 on the other.
What's the range on that summon?
Yeah, he did, but I think he's.
I wanna say- 120.
No. Oh. That makes sense.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35,
60.
45, 50, 55, 60.
Okay, so effectively, yeah.
And
Which,
then they can move.
do you want like 4 here, 4 here? Do you want
Yeah,
all?
yeah,
Okay.
we'll do 4 and 4. They all have 17 HP
Okay.
apiece. All their attacks are magical because of Mighty Summon. So
They are gonna, because this is past 60, so they're all gonna be,
Oh, I figured they were just
They're queuing up.
yeah.
Yep, just queuing the thing.
They're British wolves. They know how to queue.
And then I guess I just need to roll a bunch of attacks.
Yeah. Do they act on your initiative?
It's your discretion on whether they have their own initiative or
Nope.
they just roll
Way easier. Do it on yours.
All right, cool. So let's see, where's my wolf?
Now here's the $1 million question: is he going to roll 8 attacks or 2?
Would you rather me roll 2, just 2 group?
to be expeditious? Yeah.
Okay. So and they both have it. Both of these rolls will have advantage. Thank God that one. That was a 8. That is a 21 though.
Okay.
So-
Well, the 21 definitely hits.
All right. Now the other attack. That is a 8. But the
21.
not quite. 13 for this.
So only that 21 hit.
Okay. So the 21.
The dogs don't mind biting the poop. They love it.
Yeah. There's like, oh boy.
Oh, cool.
Oh, cool. Oh boy, 3 a.m.
Oh boy, the poop of sinners.
Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy.
It's not stale and already turned white in the sun.
Oh God. No.
I miss our dad Chester.
I hate the phrase stale to describe it.
Yeah. Oh. So
You're not wrong.
they're
just
all going to
gross.
do. Would you rather me do their average damage or just actually roll?
Do whatever. I want you to roll dice if you want to.
not
So
wrong,
so you can go ahead and roll all the damage.
Roll all the
Everything
damage.
you do times 4.
Yeah, that's actually
You know-
all I'm doing.
They
Okay.
give these to blind people to help them see.
I see them. I use those to see away, not up close.
What do you see? Use till you see close then?
I see fine. What
His
I have
eyes.
is light sensitivity.
Because you're like
So white background sucks. Yeah, anything on a white background, I have a hard time reading.
you're a dark
Yeah.
mode.
All right. So you rolled.
Jared, your face right there.
I won't say anything if you smack the shit out of him.
As I'm in dark mode
Yeah.
right now, that's why the face was made.
That's amazing.
Oh god.
Oh man,
Sorry.
that little like micro expression was so funny.
Cool. Sweet. So what is the pack does 35 magical piercing damage.
All right. Yeah. I guess they're wolves. That's right. They're summoned wolves. So
It also needs to make a strength saving throw.
strength save or be knocked prone.
Yep, this one they do have to make 4 strength saving throws.
They do. I'm just seeing if he's immune to it, and he is not.
So it's a DC 11.
DC 11. If he fails any one of these, he's prone. What's their strength modifier? Okay. He failed 2 of them. So, Boom jams. He is prone. Yeah. So your wolves run up like you guys are in this little skirmish, and all the rest of the party sees is just 4 dogs just descend on this walking pile of feces, and it's like, ruff, 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 and it just like kind of flushes to the floor. It still maintains its structural integrity, but yeah.
You scared the shit out of it.
Yeah.
Yeah, to the dog's point of view, it's not a shit demon, just like a big walking cake.
Yeah.
Oh, thank God.
Who is
Maybe
that
got
standing in front of the big pig?
This guy, that is his Echo Knight.
That's your Echo Knight? 2 of the wolves are going to disengage and stand in front of the Echo Knight as a means of protection.
Okay. There you go.
So, cool. And then as a bonus action, I'm going to shift my aura, I'm going to shift the spirit realm about 20 feet towards the pig.
Okay.
So,
point of origin is moving up to 5, 10, 15, 20 here.
yeah. That way, as we
If
move
you would
closer to
kindly.
combat, we'll be in there. So, and then that's my turn for now.
All right, great. Next up is Pig Boy. So he sees all this literal shit unfolding. And, you know, he's got...
Who unfolded my shit?
I folded all this shit so deliberately.
Tell me so. I got the creases just right.
I molded him with my own hands.
Magical effect.
You know how many people know how to fold a fitted shit?
God damn it, Mike! Stop being the funniest person in the room all the time. That was so good.
Well played, sir.
Holy shit! Literally,
Just,
God,
yeah, just
damn it.
on top of it today.
All right.
I keep
did
watching
give
my
you inspiration.
demise slowly happen here
God, that was so clever.
as more and more insulin
give you
ticks out of the pod. I'm watching myself slowly die.
I'm literally waiting on for you to just kind of stop and look at everybody, and then just face first onto your keyboard, and
Oh,
then he's
no.
gonna make you throw a death save.
Yeah.
Like, I'm waiting for it.
Okay, so
As
this
terrible as that sounds.
the pig is going to you see all the filth and everything, like the hypnotic pattern going off underneath, and then the light that the hypnotic pattern is emitting, you see it start to crawl up the pig, and you initially think like, oh, is he like harvesting the power of that? And it's just like, no, he's just emitting his own light energy. And I need...
Oh, can I also say about the hypnotic pattern?
Yes.
They don't have a chance to break it.
Yeah.
It says that either they need to take damage or have someone else shake them out of it, just in case.
Okay.
Just so you know.
Is this the house sheet that you wanted?
Yeah.
Oh, I have the mini.
But right
okay.
now, I think only the excremental is affected by
Yeah,
it.
no, he's fine. I was just using the hypnotic pattern to illustrate
Okay, yeah,
something.
I just want to make sure.
What is his movement? Ooh, okay. So he's going to provoke an attack of opportunity from one of your wolves, Jared.
Okay.
So go ahead and...
Yep. So 2d4 plus 2. I actually had to hit first. That is a 14.
14 does not hit.
Okay.
Yeah. So he is going to ascend into the air. Yeah, go ahead and... Yeah. This is a more accurate pig.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Blech.
Blech. So he is going to ascend in the air a little bit and fly over to the Echo Knight. Land right about there.
It's Whiz Pig.
Yeah, Wizpig was Diddy Kong Racing, right?
Yep.
Yeah. And he is going to emit that light that I was talking about earlier. And I need your Echo Knight and those 2 wolves to make wisdom saves.
Stat block.
I want to say shares, but
The wolves roll a 15.
15, okay. And then Echo Knight, does it have a stat block? I assume it does.
It has HP, but I don't think it has.
Echo Knight has
Kids
an
playing
AC
Pokemon Go.
is immune to all conditions.
Okay, great. Then in that case, none of you are frightened.
Yeah.
And we're gonna see if he gets that back.
Everyone.
He does not.
Whatever.
Okay, great.
You ain't scary.
But it is going to try to rock their shit. So starting with the wolves, because it sees those as a more prevalent threat, because the Echo Knight just ran up and started flailing like an idiot.
Hey, he's got one turn left.
Yeah.
And then he's out of here.
Wolf is 23 going to hit.
Yes.
Okay.
It's just a wolf, Andrew. You don't need to.
31 damage to a wolf.
Yeah.
Yeah. So.
Are did you roll it as if you were attacking both of them, or just
Nope.
a singular?
That was
Okay.
just a singular attack.
Yep. And he's
So
dead.
yeah, it leans down and it's opens its maw, and you see the way that its tusks are shaped. The rest of its teeth also follow the same shape, as if its mouth had just like grown inward. And it's fucking gross.
Hey,
It just
bad
like
bitch.
bites into your wolf. You hear your wolf like whimper and whine, and then it just because it's a fake creature, it just disappears.
Good thing it's not a real wolf.
Yeah.
Right?
Jesus.
And as it bends down, it's just like hunger.
Capstan goes, damn it.
Yeah. he goes, what? How does he say it?
He thinks it.
There you go.
And then he is going to swipe at the other wolf. It's a 26.
Yeah.
And he's going to do... No, it's 16 damage.
Oh, so it has 1 HP left.
Yeah.
One.
Nice.
Yeah, it's hanging on for dear life.
But it's going to swing at the wolf again, knowing that it didn't die. But it's probably going to miss. 13?
13 meets.
Yeah, so it's
yeah,
dead.
it's
Yeah,
dead.
so it reaches down. It's going to try. The pig's very confused, and it reaches down to try to pick this one up, to bite it, hoping this one can be food. And as soon as the claws pierce it, it just disappears. Like, you know those videos where you watch a raccoon try to wash cotton candy?
Oh, yeah.
It's that, but a hell monster.
Poor guy. I always feel so bad for them.
I feel bad for the pig now.
Yeah. I was like, oh, man, just get him a steak.
He's just being a pig.
Yeah.
He doesn't mean it.
Throw your dog.
He just wants some slop.
Yeah, he doesn't know what he
But
does.
that is his turn. The next one is the excremental that is victimized by hypnotic pattern. There's no save, it's just it has to take
No
damage.
save.
Okay, cool. So that's in no other agency. Just,
Nope.
Okay, turn is
It is
done.
a fuck you DM spell.
Yeah, that's what it feels like. And then the other one is going to get up, uses half its movement to stand, and it's going to slam at your wolves.
That looks like 20 pounds of shit in a 10-foot square.
Shit's
Well, one crit fail, but the other was a 26. So I assume that hits.
Yes.
You assume correctly, sir.
11 damage to one of your wolves.
All right.
Okay. And that is its turn. We're back to the top of the initiative. It is River's turn.
All right. So, where is my knight compared to?
You're right
Knight's
here.
here.
Oh, your knight, yes.
And then big dude's right in front of him.
Yeah, big dude is right next to your knight.
All right. Knight only has one attack left due to con points, so I'm going to go ahead and run through that real quick. So I'll take a shot at him first.
Have to actually. I only had like 3 hours.
That
of
does
sleep.
not hit, no. So I'll do his attack with the axe. Does a dirty 20 hit?
Yes.
Okay. So
That would suck if it didn't.
I know. From him, the knight gives 10 damage, slashing, and he disappears.
Okay.
The axe comes back to me.
Oh, shit. Okay.
So, and then I have 2 attacks left.
Yeah. All the potential food that was in front of this pig has just disappeared in that explanation. He is very much second guessing everything.
Yeah. So
I'm just hungry.
does a 17 hit?
17 does not.
Okay, and I have one more. Does an 18 hit?
18 does.
Okay, cool. And then he will take He will take 11 additional damage from me.
Okay.
I'm going to use the end of my turn to.
Why would you do that all the time?
You guys just start seeing my armor kind of glow. And then right behind Big Dude, you can open up PKF.
Yeah. Let's see what this
And
does.
PK fire.
There is now
Nice.
a knight behind him.
You just have a bunch of buddies you're calling in.
He's got a bunch of
I'm
homies.
playing Elden Ring right
Yeah.
now.
Yeah, he summons the mimic tier.
Fucking-
It's me.
your fucking stratagems are just all dudes. Okay, let's see.
Guys,
Up, right,
it
down,
just
down,
uses-
down.
It just
Alright.
uses the knight stat.
I assume it's this guy that you
Yes.
handed me? Okay.
And he takes his turn right after I do.
Okay, I'm going to read it for audience sake and also for everybody
for
else at
it.
the table.
Go for it.
The plate of Knights Fellowship. The gleaming set of silver and gold plate armor never tarnishes. While wearing this armor, you can use a bonus action to summon the spirit of a warrior to your aid. The spirit's corporeal form manifests in an unoccupied space of your choice within 30 feet, which that is not close enough. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30.
So put him there. Yeah.
Well, either do you want to go here or do you want to put the knight here?
Move me up and then put the knight.
Okay.
I should have distance.
Use
after
20
that.
feet of your movement to get to there.
That's
Okay.
perfect.
In
And then
the
put
order.
him there. Yeah.
Yeah. It uses the night stat block. The spirit disappears when it drops to 0 HP or after 1 minute, whichever comes first. Spirit is an ally to you and your companions. In combat, the spirit shares your initiative count, but takes its turn immediately after yours. The spirit obeys your commands, no actions required by you. If you don't issue any commands, the spirit takes the dodge action and uses its movement to avoid danger. Once this bonus action used, can't be used again until dawn. So, and I suppose you're going to command him to attack?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm going to command him to attack right
Go
now.
for it.
So he is going
I think PK Fire was better than Plate Knight's Fellowship, but what do I know?
He is not hit. It was a 16.
Yeah, unfortunately not.
Swing and a miss.
I think Ness would be a sorcerer.
Yeah. Because it's
I think he'd be
inherent.
like a psychic-based sorcerer.
Yeah.
Not to derail, sorry.
No, wait. hold on.
This is a Smash Bros. Earthbound game now.
I'd be so, you know how down for that I'd be?
That would be a ton
Yeah.
of fun.
Let me run that.
Yeah.
Let me run that.
Go
Holy
for it.
shit.
Yeah, that'd be cool as hell.
Working on it.
God, I love Earthbound. Holy fuck, I'm gonna do that next. That's actually a really good idea.
He makes 2 attacks.
2 attacks.
Yeah.
I never played Earthbound. I owned a physical copy in box at one point.
That is a nat 20.
Don't tell me these things.
Yeah.
It makes my heart hurt.
It's when I worked at McKay's.
So nat
Wait,
20.
what?
It's when I worked at McKay's.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So recently, in the grand scheme of things.
Yeah, but I had to fix my car.
Those
so
go
I
for
had
like $800.
I know. In-box copy of Earthbound, more than that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You said I had to fix my car, and I'm like, oh, that's heartbreaking.
So-
Even more so.
Yeah.
Base damage with him.
I'm sorry, that sucks.
It was very upsetting.
Yeah.
Base,
the
he does
Black Lotus
15
from Magic the
damage, and
Gathering.
then I'll roll for the additional.
For 45 minutes, and that's what I used to buy my first card.
I sold all my magic cards a few months ago.
11 plus 3, 14 plus 15,
29.
29 damage.
Okay.
Nice.
All right, great. And that is the Echo Knight's turn, or the plate
Regular
armor.
Knight, yeah.
And then I assumed it was your action to do that?
Yep.
Okay. Any bonus action, anything else?
Nope.
Yeah, you haven't really gotten hit yet, so. Okay, that is your turn. Next up is Capstan.
Okay,
You do that, and it's all bones and feathers.
Yeah.
yeah, what was I chewing?
Yeah.
Okay, so I think I'm still back there. My hypnotic thing is done, right?
No, he's.
Did he take damage?
Not yet.
No.
Oh, he didn't. Oh, cool. Well,
I assume that's a concentration spell, right?
it is, yes.
Take this one,
I think I am gonna hit the big pigman with dissonant whispers.
Okay.
So I need him to make a wisdom save, DC 19.
He fails.
Okay. So first he takes.
Oh, actually, he does, and we're gonna see.
What does he do?
He has advantage.
Oh,
He still failed. I'm trying to determine if he's going to use a legendary resistance or not.
I mean it's a first level spell.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But does it push him further away from the party?
Don't shut up! Shut up! You might not know what it does.
Is he gonna last that long? Like, this is-
I think he's going to use a legendary resistance. So that's another one.
Okay.
half damage. 3d6.
All right. Well, Yeah. All right. Well, in that case, he's still going to take that's 6 11 half to 5 damage.
Okay.
Psychic damage. But he's not going to be affected by the rest of the spell. And I'm going to give you another bardic.
Thank you.
Great. All right. And is that your whole turn?
Yeah, that was my action and bonus, and I still don't see a reason to move.
Fair enough.
So,
Okay. Next up is Summer.
I'm gonna do basically the same thing I did the last time.
Yep. Just
kinda-
stick and poke.
Yeah.
All right. We'll move you out.
But I say, do I technically get, since he's not looking in my direction, do I have advantage?
You have advantage because you're hidden.
Yeah, because you're technically hidden.
Oh, that's right. Okay.
Yeah. So
All right.
yeah,
so-
go ahead and roll the hit. Are you shooting big guy?
and while you have a bardic, there's a raven skull floating around you, like an ethereal raven skull. Like,
I'm just like sitting over here slowly moving my head over, like, don't poke me, don't
"Don't
poke me,
worry,
don't
it's a
poke
good
me."
thing.
Don't poke me.
it's there to help you.
Yeah, no one else
God.
has talked yet.
Yeah.
Jesus.
What'd you roll to hit?
15 plus 9, 24.
24 hits.
Yep. So it's 1d6.
And then all the sneak attack damage.
It also
Yeah.
makes sense that the hare would be afraid of everything. It's a rabbit, right?
Yeah.
They're
Yeah.
afraid of everything.
And
so-
I'm only 3 fucking feet tall.
I'm not
Yeah.
that big either.
Like, I'm still smaller than you are.
I like to imagine this skull's like half her size.
Same.
Floating beside her.
Not
Yeah,
quite.
just for the beak alone.
Yeah, kind of. It's funny.
Is he dying?
Well,
4, 7, 8, 9, 10, 6, 16.
Okay, and is that with your modifiers and everything?
Yeah.
Okay.
Pluses. Okay.
All right.
And then I'm going to keep the little bardic.
Yeah, hold
sitting
on to
right
that if you
there.
haven't
Yeah.
Yeah,
yet.
and then
Oh,
are
yeah,
you
we're
gonna
gonna
go
keep
ahead and
the
try to hide
little-
again?
Yeah.
Okay. And then go ahead and roll stealth.
Yep. 16.
Plus like a billion,
Yeah,
probably.
25.
Jesus.
Yeah,
I got a plus.
Yeah.
She's
I
good.
have a plus, no, I have
Pretty
a plus,
good.
I'm sorry, I have a plus 7. It's not a 25. I did math wrong, but
Still 23.
yeah,
23
23.
still?
Yeah.
Okay.
I have
Still.
a plus 7 to health.
still
Like, I didn't take any
quite
feats. I
good.
did all the other stuff. Yeah.
Yeah. No, still quite good. You very deftly, like, you just kind of poke out. Very, like, you casually stroll across the room.
There you go. Do
You
what?
casually stroll across the room. You just pull out your short bow. You're just like, and
And
just
then walk.
like you were just on the way.
Silently.
Just
Yeah.
imagine
Be
all
like,
the rubble
"Oh, hey,
and
look
a
at
rabbit
this
just
nice
jumping
book."
up, firing, and then crawling through the
Yeah.
Yeah.
There we go.
100%. Super cool.
Yeah.
You're doing very
okay.
rabbity things, honestly. Like,
Great.
it's kind of cool. Just sort of works out like that.
I love it.
Yeah.
I just like to know what quip you say when you fire. Like,
You're just like, fuck you.
That's exactly what I do.
Yeah.
Fuck you, you bitch.
You're like flipping through the Joss Whedon book of quips. You're like, fuck this. Eat shit.
Eat your
okay.
excremental.
Oh God.
Eat yourself.
All right, that is your turn. Unless you want to do anything else, but I think that's pretty much the capacity of
Yeah.
what you can do.
I'm good.
So next up is Fletch.
okay, so since all I do is punch, I run up the 35 feet to him. My first attack is a 27 to hit.
That hits.
I'm going to stunning strike that.
Okay.
DC 17.
Con save.
Yep.
That saves.
Okay. For a total of 11 damage.
Okay.
Second hit is the same thing for a total of 14 damage, another stunning strike.
Okay. Saves.
Okay. Third strike is going to be a 21
Hits.
for 10 damage,
Okay. That
and
one.
another stunning strike.
I like when Bourne has his whole turn planned out like a magic win
Yeah.
condition
Oh,
thing.
100%.
Like if I get this card and this card, I can do this and this.
This is the simplest character I've played in years.
Yeah.
I love it.
Yeah,
He is
did
going to
Exodia
use a
for
legendary resistance.
Sweet. No more
Yeah, like it's simple this time, but I've seen you do this kind of thing before. and it's always fun.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, you know what
And then
you're
my
doing.
last one is a natural one, and I miss. But since I use Flurry of Blows, I can disengage for free. So I'm going to move
How?
my Drunken Master.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
5, 10, and finish in melee combat with this guy.
Okay. Cool.
And that's the end of my turn.
All right. Great. You walloped him quite a bit. Horatio, you're up.
35 damage.
Triple H body slam.
Well, because why not? Spam a good thing. I'm going to cast Conjure Animals again and summon 8 more wolves.
Can they exist concurrently?
Yes, they can. because I am using concentration to use the same spell.
That's not. You can't cast 2 concentration spells simultaneously.
No, because you lose concentration.
You lose concentration on the first. The first hurt diminishes. The second
First hurt
pops
diminishes?
up.
Yeah,
Okay.
so you can refresh. They get your 2
They
back.
essentially get all their HP back too.
You know what?
It's not a bad move.
Man, could you imagine if they have like 32 fucking wolves?
Yeah.
Love it.
Well, in that case, yeah, those diminish, and I'm going to actually upcast it as a 5th, so 16 wolves conjure onto the map.
Give me a second. I just need to see the.
He said, "You said I couldn't add 8. I'm adding 8."
Yeah, conjure animals at higher levels. When you cast this using a certain higher level
love
slot,
Brandon.
you choose one of the summoning options.
Twice as many in a
And-
5th level slot.
Yep.
Okay, yeah. All right, I need
Jesus Christ!
10 more die.
Yep.
Here, take.
Here.
I don't.
Oh no, I've got them.
Okay, I'm like, I got a whole crap ton of
I'm
them
using
right here.
I'm using D6s to.
And Troy got all of his dice delivered, so he's
All right.
got everything over here.
You put them back in the same places.
So the 2.
It is
yeah,
within what, 60 feet, 30 feet?
60.
60.
10, 15,
So yeah, there's gonna be 2 on the excremental.
60. So all pretty close.
I like
and
the
then they
sound
move
guy.
on this turn. So.
Yeah.
So essentially, it's gonna be 4, 4,
We
and
at
then
one point
8
need to
around
have
the
a camera
pig.
just
Okay.
focused down here.
I think our sound guys need a camera. But
Just like encircling him?
Yep. There's 9 total spaces around him.
There's
More than
12.
that, actually.
All right. So is the 1 excremental closest to you still prone?
no, he stood up.
Okay.
Why am I talking for you, the DM?
I know that feeling, Born.
You're just helping recap. We know what you're doing.
I'm trying
23
to
for the
get better
first
at
group
that.
to attack.
No, I know it's so
I'm-
hard
I'm
not
the
to
extra
sometimes.
This guy?
The one that was prone.
Okay, and how much?
23 to hit.
Hits. Yep.
All right. Second excremental.
have you
Okay.
tried not?
It's going to be. Hopefully, I have advantage. Also 23.
Yep.
And then the 8 pack around the pig.
Yep.
Does a 21 hit?
It does.
Okay.
So
Then
you
I'll
hit
get
all 3.
All right.
So
cool.
strength saves from all of
Did
them.
you summon more wolves?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh,
So
I was like, why are there more
He
dice
used it
now?
as a fifth level
So
spell,
initially-
so he got the other 8 that he wanted.
So you're
Yeah.
just playing the traffic jam character.
yeah, 100%. That's what I'm here to do. Jam up combat.
Yeah, because initially it was.
And Chris said he couldn't do it, so he did it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's exactly what he did.
Well, yeah, well, it was just like, hey, I want to cast it again. It's like, oh, well, you drop concentration on the first one. It's like, all right, I'll drop concentration, and then I cast it as a 5th level spell.
Yeah. And now even more than the first time.
Yeah. Yeah.
couldn't
Okay,
hit
so they're all gonna make strength saves.
Yep. And then I'll roll damage.
Gotta refresh my dogs.
Yeah.
Double.
I don't have
All right.
16 wolf
Pass and
minis, I
double
got
it for the next guy.
Elemental number 1. What's the DC?
11.
So that one saves. Elemental number 2. That one saves. And
Oh, no, they have to roll 4 and 4 and 8.
oh, you're right. Okay. Hang on. All right. So I'll roll. For that, those 2 applied to this guy. Then
Yeah,
and I'll roll
that's
2
fine.
more. Both save.
Okay.
Next for can I? Oh, I got another D20 here. Okay. Next one, all 4. He fails. One of them. He got a nat 1. And then the last guy is out of legendary resistances. That one's. Yep, that fails. Okay.
Whoop that pig.
All right. Pig
All right,
down.
here we go.
He could have just taken a dissonant whispers, but
This
you know.
is for excremental number 1, closest to you.
Yep.
So 4 times 4. So 24 damage to him.
Okay.
Shit, that's only.
They get advantage on those attacks. Oh, they already do because they're pack tactics.
Yeah.
That doesn't factor in damage anyway. I don't give a shit.
16 damage to him.
Okay.
He makes 4 saves to see if he breaks the hypnotic pattern.
Right. Thank you.
Well, if
This is why you talk to the DM.
It's not a save. They're just he's
It's just gone.
Yeah.
Oh.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then,
Stop talking for the DM.
And then for pig,
You quit that right now.
5 times 8.
Yeah, I think that's the trade-off for
56
not having
damage.
a save is that they can just be knocked out of it.
5 times 8 plus.
But it also means
Plus
they can't
yeah.
react on their own.
All right.
2 times 8. Yeah.
So I gotta see if there's anything else here. Saving throws against spells and other magical constructs.
Wolves over here.
Describe how these
guy's
dogs
wolves.
murder the pig.
Bacon.
Yeah.
That's fucking
You just see
Jon
this.
Snow over here.
You see these. They're not quite ethereal, but you can tell they're not full on like corporeal form. So you see them like diving in and out of this pig and making gnawing, gnashing sounds as they get through, and you see them coming like apparating almost like through his neck here.
Jesus.
Just-
Tunneling
it just-
through
yeah,
this
they're
pig.
just tunneling
Yeah.
through this pig until
Yeah.
you finally hear this death squeal.
Yeah.
As there's just one, which is slightly larger than the rest, just clamped around the neck.
Yep,
As
yeah.
it drags it to the ground.
And then
And Chester
you
thought
just see.
my idea of setting him on fire was worse.
Yeah. Well, you didn't burn the guild down with it, but.
And then
That's
we
a
just
good point.
throw
Yeah.
a firebolt at him.
But yeah, so yeah, that happens. It clamps down his neck, just like blood hemorrhaging everywhere. But it's more than blood. It's like acidic, like bile and shit, and it's literally just a sack full of excrement. Essentially, it's this horrible
Twist.
thing,
He
and your
was an
wolves are just
excrement.
wallowing around in it now.
filled
He
with
is
them.
dead. He's still there, but he is dead. So that was his turn, or that was your turn rather. He would have been next. And instead, it is an elemental's turn. So this one's going to stand up.
Righto.
Do.
I like to think the
Wait, do
pig,
I have a bonus action I can do?
I like to think the pig goes to the crucifixes and eats the poop and then shits it back out
Oh no!
Oh, that's just...
Oh no!
when he wants demon friends
I
to
don't
help
like
him.
that.
Yeah, he's just like, I make my own friends.
You gotta make your own friends.
If somebody flushes the toy, he's like, my only friend. Yeah. Did you have any bonus actions?
Oh no.
It's me.
No, I'm not going to move the spirit form, so it'll stay.
Okay, great. Next in line is one of the elementals. And you got him pretty fucking well cornered. He's gonna see that his punchy friend is probably one of the biggest threats here, so he's gonna try to.
He's gonna take 4.
No, he's not. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6. He is going to seep into the ground.
Boo.
And mosey over to Fletch and emerge over here.
Oh fucking do that. Oh, shit.
What was that?
He can do that.
So I guess that doesn't provoke attack of opportunity.
It does not.
Never else just do anything.
Well, it doesn't expressly. Maybe. All right, DMs. How would you rule this? Earth glide. You can burrow underground, but he would have to move out of range to get under the ground.
What do you mean?
As in, like he's still like moving out of their melee range. Would that provoke attack of opportunity?
If you consider ground cover, then it would be.
My thought is like, technically speaking, he's within 5 feet of them while he's still under the ground in that spot, and then once he moves out of their range, effectively,
I think it's kind of the idea of a bunch of wolves chomping at underground guy.
Yeah.
is kind of silly.
Yeah.
So I don't
if anything,
think.
it'd be attack at disadvantage because he's.
yeah.
It's you either consider it full cover or is as you retreat from the space.
I think that it seems to me that the point of this ability is to get him out of trouble.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah,
so,
no, I
So I would say no attacks, but that's just
that was
Yeah,
more
no,
Jared
that's
trying
how I was
actually
gonna
be
rule it, too.
curious.
I just
like I'd be
wanted
fine either way, but
I wanted to consult the
personally,
elders.
yeah.
You're the DM.
Yeah, but
It's
I'm
your-
also spineless. So
He
anyway,
is the most suggestible person.
I truly am. For
No, you're not.
fuck.
No, you're not. You're right. I'm not. I didn't think that way.
A 26 and a dirty 20 hit.
Me?
Yes. No. All right. So yeah, he's gonna take some swings at you and going to do. Nope, that was not necessary.
Jesus Christ.
38 damage to you.
Dios mío.
Okay.
Alrighty. And that is pretty much his whole turn because he's just an excremental.
Just a
The next one is going to go also next to you, and he's going to start taking swings at you.
Copy that?
Yep. 16?
No.
18.
Yes.
All right.
Both hit.
All right, both hit. So he's going to just wallop at you some more.
Oh, no, you're not in range for
3 1s and a 4. But he's going to do 17 damage.
Okay.
Wallop at you with that. And then he is going to burrow underground and pop out next to Summer. Summer, you're behind cover, but as you're behind that cover, it starts to like raise off the ground, and the excremental takes its place, and the cover sloughs off in the ground around it. Just behind the screen, you as an established adventurer might know this. Creatures like elemental creatures have some degree of like sensory understanding, even though they don't necessarily see. So.
Yeah, they can like navigate.
Yeah. So they
Not as helpless.
yeah, it's Toph from Avatar. Yeah, they are poop elementals, by the way. Bay Ariel, thank you.
Hey, it's Brandon.
Yeah, Brandon's on. What's up, buddy? Okay, so that is their turn. We're back to the top of the initiative. It's River.
All right. Where is my knight? Is still by the dead. Pig.
Yeah, he's by the dead pig.
What I did.
Who is?
Anyway.
Stop hitting your head on
left?
things.
Well, I don't know. Like I don't know how I did it. Like,
It's
I
just
had
the
a
two
bruise
excrementals.
that I just felt.
Go to the one near Summer. Put the knight near.
Okay.
If he can make it.
5,
30
10,
feet.
15, 20, 25, 30. You can get pretty close, but not quite there.
Okay, I think he has reach.
Well, I have a question because
Don't
I have
just
rabbit
brush.
hop.
Don't just
And
brush.
as a bonus action, I
Reach.
can jump a number of
He
feet
does have
equal
reach.
to 5 times my proficiency bonus without provoking an opportunity attack. Can I use that? I mean, I know it's not technically, like, it's not my turn.
Yeah,
at the
when it's your
moment.
turn, you can do that.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, because it's a bonus action. If it were
Yeah.
a reaction, you'd be able to use it like at any given point. But
Yeah.
bonus action, you have to wait until your turn.
Okay.
So I'm gonna move him, and I'm gonna take my. With this turn, I can do 3 attacks.
Does he have a reach?
Yes.
Of course he does.
Why not?
Yeah, why not?
That does not hit.
Got a dono.
21,
Yeah, you don't know. Thank you. 21 does hit, yeah.
and then 24.
24 also hits.
$100 dono.
$100 dono, baby!
Oh yeah.
All right.
Thank you, anonymous.
Anonymous.
13. 13 and 10. 23 damage from me.
23
and then
damage.
The knight will immediately go.
Oh, so those are all gunshots?
Yeah.
Okay. Is your rifle a +1? Okay, just wanted to check.
The first one does not hit from the knight.
Okay.
The second one does with a 23.
That definitely hits, yep.
Not a crit though. And then his is. Is it 2 or 3? I think it's 2.
Brandon's like, rifle is a +2 for Second Amendment. Merca.
I like
Even
that.
if it's +3, it's +2.
Yeah.
No one worked.
Alright. So, 9. Math is very hard right now. 8. 14 damage. From,
14 damage to excremental.
Yep. From
Okay.
the knight.
Cool.
And that is. Yeah, that's my turn.
All right, great. Next up is Capstan.
Meow.
No.
So we got 2 excrementals and the pig's dead, right?
Pig is dead.
Okay.
Yes.
Long live the pig.
All right. Long live the pig. So I think I'm gonna keep it simple and just use a vicious mockery on the closest excremental.
Okay.
He must make a wisdom save, please.
Wisdom save. Definitely not their strong suit. DC
19.
Jesus Christ. Does a 2 make it?
It's so close.
So
though.
close.
No, okay, so he takes 7 psychic damage, and his next attack has disadvantage.
Cool. All right. That's your turn?
Yes.
Cool. Next is Summer. You are right next to this guy.
So, because in, like, retrospect, I see, like, the thing, like, the ground moving, I'm just going to, like, jump
Yeah, you're
20 feet
bunny
in the
hop away.
opposite direction.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to kind of try to get back towards that man. I know, but I couldn't see the board because you were leaning up.
His name's Gabe, and he's your
I know.
husband.
I couldn't. River is what I was thinking.
You've known him for years.
I know.
River.
I just shut up, guys. I was trying to keep it a secret. I've never known his name the whole
Yeah.
time. I rely on
Broke
y'all.
the streak.
I thought it was Daryl.
20 years. That makes so much sense now.
Yeah.
I've been called babe, but nothing else.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna jump about 20 feet back to get. Can I get behind River?
1, 2, 3. Yeah, you can actually.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna try to get like right behind
You
him.
can take, like, I guess, half cover behind me.
I mean, you're small and he's not. Yeah, if you wanted to use the bonus action hide. Oh no, you just use your bonus action to jump.
Well,
So you
yeah.
can use an action to hide.
So instead of trying to hide, I guess I'm gonna try to like. I mean, it's shit. I'm gonna try to shoot it. I don't think.
Take a shot out.
All right. Are you gonna shoot the
Yeah.
one that they've been walloping on, or are you
Yeah.
gonna shoot the one? So would he have sneak attack on this one because it's still technically in melee range because he has reach?
He is harassing him, yeah.
Okay, cool. Then yes, you can get advantage on either one.
Okay. So yeah, I'm gonna try to shoot the one kind of coming up at us.
Mm-hmm.
So try that one. You said with advantage.
Yes, because it is in opposition.
Okay. Well, that was the exact same freaking thing. So, 14. Is 14 hit?
14 doesn't, unfortunately.
Well, then never mind.
You have a bardic.
I do. God, I forget about that thing. So 14,
It was a 20.
dirty 20.
Dirty 20 does hit.
So it's 1d6 plus 5, and it does
It does the sneak attack damage too.
Yep.
Yes.
Also the sneak attack. Yep.
fantastic.
Is your
Bad boy.
is your
yeah.
crossbow a +1 or anything?
It's a short bow. It's plus 9 to attack.
It's not.
It's not. Okay.
I don't know.
It's a regular short bow.
It's a regular short bow.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's a better one than last time. Damn.
11, 13, 15, 17, 18.
18 total. Okay. Which one are you hitting? The one that's by Fletch or the one that's over here?
The one that's like
Did
that
you
one.
also
Okay, gotcha.
roll the base damage and add your modifier? Because this is your sneak attack damage. This is on top of your regular weapon damage.
No, I did not.
Yeah, so now you roll. See, you also
Well,
roll
that
that.
I add 5. Well, that I kind of included that.
Oh, you
into
did?
This,
All right, well,
but
then-
I didn't do the plus 5.
Yeah, add 5 to what he just said.
All right. So 18,
Yeah.
23. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
More
And then
damage.
there we go.
You're just fighting damage everywhere.
Yeah, just look at all this damage under this thing.
Yeah.
Wow.
Emotional damage.
All right.
Just
There we
look
go.
at it.
So that is bonus action. Action.
There's
Anything
some
else?
over here too.
Look at all this damage.
Okay. Next is Fletch.
I'm going to turn on this guy and proceed with my 3 attacks for this round.
Cool.
Do what?
First one
Said
is
no, that's
going to
damage
be
to your
a
pancreas.
25 to hit.
That hits.
Can I put a stunning strike into that one?
If you have the key points for it, yeah.
I do.
So that is
2 left after
con
that.
save. That fails.
Okay.
Nice. So that was the first one.
So that was 16 damage.
16 total. Okay.
And then the second one, I rolled a 26 to hit, but I'm going to roll that one with advantage. So
26 persists.
persist. That is 10 damage.
Okay.
And the third one hits with advantage, doing 9 damage.
9 total. Cool. And he is Stunyon Rings. So
Noise.
I just conjured a mental image in my head that I don't like.
Punching shit.
Thinking of your Earth Glide from a minute ago,
okay.
considering he was prone, so I just imagined this prone shit monster
Yeah,
just
it just
slip
slides
right
in.
through the floor, and
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, I hate this.
Yeah. Gross.
Just burn the building when we try to. Don't
Yeah.
ever try to
And
like,
then
fix it.
I
Just burn the
will-
building down.
I'm going to fly.
Okay. And you don't provoke opportunity attacks at all, or is it
He's
certain?
stunned.
No, that's fair. Yeah.
So I'm going to
It's the wolves. They're confused.
They start nipping at your ankles.
I'm going to fly 40 feet vertically.
I'm just kind of
There's
hang out.
Yeah, it's fine. You're just 40 feet in the air.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just figured
care.
it mine.
Boop.
Yep.
Up there.
Cool.
All right,
Diagonal.
so there's the one shit monster that is stunned, and then you've got another one over here, correct?
Correct.
Cool. Well, the wolves are going to move. 8 are going to converge on one, and 8 are going to converge on the other.
I'm helping.
Yeah.
Just kick the table.
The Acronite's still there. Just get him out of the way.
Um,
Full convergence.
Yep. Horatio is going to go ahead and use his bonus action to move the circle of the unicorn spirit to where it encompasses the wolves. Basically that entire middle section of the map.
Okay. That should be good.
Should
You don't need to
everybody.
redraw the whole thing. We'll just.
And then before the wolves attack, I'm going to use. Actually, no, the wolves are going to attack first.
Okay.
So, all right. So, group of wolves 1. Roll a 15 on the first roll.
Misses.
Okay, so advantage roll. Hopefully, it'll be better. That is a nat 20.
Yeah.
Sir.
That did it.
It's a little better.
Yeah.
Yep. And then on the other attack, that is a 19 on the first roll.
Yeah, it hits.
Okay, so I won't roll a second.
Well, it's got advantage. You want to see if you crit?
I'll see if I crit.
2 crits.
No, that's
Okay.
a 7.
All right.
All right.
So both hit.
Yep. So.
Go ahead and roll your damage.
Yep.
I'm just gonna tell you now. This guy's dead.
With the crit.
Yeah.
Just keep it out of the camera.
Well, the crit was on.
The crit was on the stunned one.
Nobody on the internet steal my card number.
So, how are you wanting to do crit?
Double die.
Just double die. All right.
Okay, so we're not doing max damage and then roll. That's a lawnmower outside.
No, I smell. I think somebody left an excremental in here.
Sorry, it's under the table.
That's 4.
Got it.
Wasn't me.
Those are not
6.
I do have to pee really bad though. Again.
Yeah. After this, we'll take a brief
You're
intermission.
good.
The
Math hard.
nat 21 took 96 points of damage.
Yeah, they're both dead. They're both dead.
The other one though is
Because one was
well,
on
just-
death's. One was on death's door.
Well, let's just double check. The
Yeah.
other one was so 3. So takes 72 damage.
Yeah, they're gone.
All right.
Yeah, they both just
How the fuck do you get that with these dice?
8 wolves.
8 wolves.
Oh, it's times.
It's
Okay,
ti-
I was
yeah,
like, what
it's-
are you doing?
It's that
Ev-
times 8, and then an additional 2 times 8.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
God.
Because each wolf does 2d4 plus 2 damage.
That's not possible. Hang on, 72 damage.
Yep.
What did you roll?
I got 7
Yeah.
on the die.
Right.
Times 8 is 56.
Oh,
Plus
yeah.
16 is 72.
Sorry, I was doing 1d4 because I thought wolves 1 times 8, but I forgot.
Fair.
Yeah.
Like, that's why I'm sitting here doing the math in my head. But
Yeah, you're fine.
All right.
Okay, great. Yeah,
Until
so
it doesn't have 2 X's.
the wolves killed everything. They're literally you just summoned a bunch of shit obsessed dogs. Like you're like oh my god.
Aren't all dogs shit obsessed?
I've got
in one
just
way or
the
another?
thing for this.
You're just like, oh boy. And yeah, they just destroy everything. These 2 guys are gone. Your wolves are just rolling around in what's left. And then Pig, well, you can leave me down. It's fine. As everything starts to resolve, the excrementals are killed. And the pig, you see all like the blood and viscera and guts and everything. It kind of pops like a balloon, and there's just a pile of grotesque viscera sitting there. And underneath of that pile, like things have kind of calmed down. There's still a little bit of calamity happening. You can hear the building kind of collapsing. Chester, under his adamantine desk, is just like, is all of it over? It's a little cramped in here. I know I'm a smaller bird, but I'm a small bird with a small desk, and I kind of can't fit under here.
I reach out the mannequin arm to like help him out from under the
Marionette?
Marionette side.
Yeah, he just sees that. He's just like, I don't like this. This is disturbing.
I kind of like gesture it again towards him.
He crawls out without touching it.
While Horatio's immune to frighten,
Yeah.
still hearing the voice behind him, not expecting it,
Yeah.
does cause him to go, "Huh."
Jesus.
Chester.
Yeah, but yeah, so
Always
he,
underfoot. God damn it.
But as the pig's body is laying there, all that viscerous, you see that similar necrotic energy that you saw in the throne room in the Great Hall, and it starts to wash away all of that, all of the excrement that's still on the ground as well. All of that starts to wash away, and all that is left is just a cute little pig, a teacup pig in a sweater, and it's just like kind of wandering around.
The wolves tear apart.
Yeah.
No, they want the shit. They're not interested anymore.
No, these they aren't carnivores. They don't.
They're corpivores.
River Cox has got nobody left.
So from my flying vantage point, is there anybody? I know he came in ripping corpses apart of guild people and stuff.
Right.
Is there anybody still trapped on the rubble that needs assistance, or do I go loot those people?
No. So go ahead and just roll perception.
This is the thing that I'm great at. That's a nat 20.
Yeah. So you're hyper vigilant.
I'm
You're,
not, by the way.
Yeah, you're hyper vigilant in pretty much any space that you're in. You know, you're a bounty hunter. You're constantly just clocking like body counts in a room, etc. Yeah, and you got that bird's eye view, and you look around the room. When you got in, and then as the roof was collapsing, you saw the shields go up. You saw people apparating out of the room. You kind of had a pretty thorough body count. Either everybody has been killed or has like absconded.
Okay. Those that left behind, or any of those adventurers that would have gear on them?
Yeah, some of them are. Go ahead and roll me just investigation.
19 plus 0.
All right, so with a 19, you get... We'll pull from the better list because that was a good roll. You reach into the breast pocket of a Leonin that was standing. He's very well dressed, and you know his clothes are all like bloodied and beat up and tattered now. But you reach into his breast pocket and you feel what feels like a deck of cards, and you withdraw a mystical, magical, lesser deck of many things.
Give me a card.
Why?
Well,
would
so
I
much
know
for
what
the
this
game.
item is just like is this infamy?
Yeah. So, well, you know what a deck of many things is.
Why do you spend so much time writing these things when you're just going to put the deck of many things
To be
into it?
fair, this is a homebrewed lesser deck of many things.
Give me a card.
So this is gonna be like instead of wish, it's gonna be fish.
No, not quite like that.
Ring of the Grimoire.
So yeah, you would know.
Death
I mean,
Lord,
you know what a
Death
deck of
Lord.
many things
Yes.
is because it's just a fabled
Oh, Jesus
item.
Christ, Death Lord Almighty, that'd be
You know,
funny.
Does there instructions on any side of it or anything?
no, there are not. Why can't I full screen this? Stop. Okay, there we go.
Back of the deck just has good luck.
It just said like you would recognize like the grandeur, the gravity, the size of a deck of many things. I don't know if you would ever have encountered one, but it's just kind of like well understood, like common knowledge. Like hey, when you'll see one, you'll know, and you can sense arcane energy coming off of this, and it's just not quite as potent. You feel it, and it doesn't feel like it has the gravity it should, and you know you're relatively desensitized to just like the world around you. But even then, you're not. It's not as clued in.
I'm gonna
Kate
palm
just
that
texted me.
and-
She showed up to the stream just in time for the game ruiner.
I'm gonna palm that and not let everybody know like the reveal of that until later.
That's totally fine.
Throw it in the fire, please.
Mechanically, how this works, because I don't have a physical deck here. It is you roll a d20, you draw a card, and something happens. They're just not as egregious as the deck of many things.
Cool.
Yeah.
You're doing that on
In
deck.
fact, it's probably rather than calling it the lesser deck of many things, it's like the deck of a couple of things.
20 things.
Yeah, deck of 20 things. But yeah, so you managed to procure that. If anybody else would like to loot, you're welcome to go ahead and roll.
I'm looting.
Yeah, go ahead and roll investigation. Anybody who is interested in foraging.
The Timu deck of many things.
Yeah,
The
What
wish
that
deck.
saying.
that's awesome.
You said investigation.
Yes,
Oh, I got an 11.
an 11. With an 11,
I'm gonna
you
do
do manage to find something. You get the boots of blinding speed. And you pick them up, and like you're quick on your feet. That's a thing that you do. And you grab them. Go ahead and roll an Arcana check for me, real quick.
Now you can't turn while you're running.
You gotta know where you're going first.
I can do something with that.
Yeah,
15.
Yeah, what do
with
you
a
two
15,
good?
with a 15 Arcana check, you sense that there's just some trickery magic on this.
Let's take a guess. You have to roll in 50-50 shot, they fall.
No. So Mike put it at best, you have to know where you're going. A set of boots that always look kind of blurry. The wearer's movement speed is doubled, however, you are legally blind until the boots are removed.
What are they called?
Is this an
The
attuned
boots
item?
of blinding speed.
Oh my god.
It is not an attuned item.
Okay.
Oh.
So you can just take them out and off
Yep.
when you want. Okay.
Yeah.
take them
It's
off.
not, no, it's not tuned. It's cursed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Could you imagine that with a blind monk?
That would actually be broken as fuck.
That would be
That,
fucking
yeah.
Yeah.
shit,
And,
though.
and then you could just take
What
the blind
about,
sight feet and you could still see 10 feet away from you.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I've just also had an additional thought. For every 25 dono that I get, I'll pull from the deck.
Okay, that's pretty cool.
So you said that I'm blind while wearing them.
If you wear them, if they are on your feet, it will take like an action to put them on and or remove them.
Okay.
So it's not like you can just like slip them on in combat real quick as a free action, run somewhere
Yeah.
and slip them off real quick. But if you gotta move, you gotta move.
Okay.
Just be mindful of where you're at.
Like, I need to run. I don't care what happens.
What about a 19 for investigation?
19 investigation. On that, you get. Let's see.
Might as well.
Yeah, that's might as well.
You
Jesus
wasted
Christ.
it.
Is that a 20?
No, maybe not.
Maybe not.
Oh no, never mind. I know what you're doing.
No, go ahead. Go ahead.
I gotta find something.
I thought you were just randomly rolling.
Give him the number 18 item.
You get.
Did he say the movement
You
speed was
reach
double?
into somebody's pack and you pull out what just looks like a folding chair.
Brother.
Go ahead and roll an Arcana check on it.
Triple H goes after it.
Yeah.
I'm going to roll a different die for this.
Play the game.
Time to play the game.
Jeez.
17?
With a 17, you can deduce what this is. You see, this is made of like a very hardy metal. It like has the texture and look of like wrought iron, but it is infinitely more dense. And this is called the sturdy lawn chair. This chair can be picked up and moved normally. However, it can't be tipped over by anything less than a DC 25 strength check.
God, I'd like that in real life.
What was that?
I'd like that in real life.
Oh, yeah?
So I can like lean back on my chair as far as I want without worrying about it.
Yeah.
I thought you were about to give him Macho Man's chair. From
No,
the,
no.
From
I haven't
your
done
old
anything with that.
campaign.
So it cannot be knocked over without a strength
Yeah, you can
25.
pick it up, you can move it, but if you put it in front of something, it cannot be forcefully moved sideways by anything less than a DC 25.
Only
strength
vertical
check.
motion.
So walking a door.
Yeah, but if you pick it up and like fold it shut and you can just walk with it just
I'm
fine.
just trying to figure out what you
That's
do.
actually really good.
It's going in
Yeah.
my backpack.
Mike, did you roll?
Yeah, I rolled a now I can have Josie back me up on this.
Yeah,
It is a nat 20.
I rolled a natural 20.
yeah, that's totally fine. I
Yeah.
believe you.
It isn't a movable.
I thought he
object,
wasted
it's
a nat 20. I was like, why would you just waste a roll?
I don't believe in that shit.
With a
And
nat 20,
conversely,
you
That's
get
infinite luck.
you get an item that's actually made an appearance in Hospital Heroes before.
The deck of many things.
The actual deck.
You pull out what looks like
Jesus.
just an unassuming bowler hat. You roll Arcana.
Before I do
What
so,
did you roll?
I'm going to use an item that I have.
Okay.
I have an item called the Prismari Primer.
Okay.
It is a magical textbook with 3 charges. If I make a Dex or Charisma... Oh, I thought I could use this on my intelligence. Never mind. Okay, here I go.
Okay.
You said Arcana?
Yeah, DC 9.
Oh, thank fuck. It's a 18.
18. You grab this bowler cap, and as you look at it, you like flip it around, look to see if there's any like writing or information on the inside. It starts to like change shape in your hand, and then it turns into a fedora, and then it turns into a propeller cap,
Throw it out of my hand like...
and then it turns into a pope hat, and then it turns into it just kind of keeps shifting shape. And you have an item called the clergy cap. The clergy cap is a hat that takes the form of the wearer's choice. This hat imbues the wearer with divine inspiration. When used, the wearer may call upon a pantheon of gods for aid. A random god receives the request and will provide either a boon or a bane based off of a DC 14 religion check.
Oh my god. You can just speak to random gods every now and then.
Yep,
A DC what now?
14 religion check. So when you go into confer with these gods, if you beseech them for either a boon or a bane, you just make that religion check, and that'll determine what you get.
My religion's not that bad. I have a 11 intelligence, but I am proficient in it. So
Okay. What's your modifier total?
4.
4?
So not
I mean,
bad.
that's like a 50-50 shot.
Yeah, that's not bad. Yeah, that's fine. Yeah. And just this is just under, like behind the curtain
Yeah,
kind of stuff. Does the magnitude of the help or hinder hinge on how hard I succeed or fail to check?
It's binary.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, that's it. Cool.
Yep.
So before I go further on mine, what are the stipulations on Lucky? Can it be pretty much used to reroll anything?
Ask him.
Lucky, I believe.
I know it says
I believe
attack, ability, and saving throws.
if that's what it says, then that's what it is. You mean the feat, right?
Yes.
You might get.
Attack roll, ability check, or saving throw. You spend 1 point to roll an additional d20.
I'd call this an ability check.
You can also spend You can also spend 1 luck point when an attack roll is made against you, and you can replace the attacker's roll with yours. If more than one creature spends a luck point to influence outcome, they cancel each other out.
Right.
But yeah, so
I wanted to make sure that in this instance, this was an ability check.
yeah.
I'm tempted to use one, but I think I'm going to let fate go where it is.
Okay.
From the converse of Mike's nat 20, I have a nat 1.
You have a nat 1.
I have a nat 1.
All right.
goodness.
So you reach. I know exactly what I'm giving you.
The deck of many. No, sorry.
The deck of many
Yeah,
stings.
actually,
it's
you
just a bunch of bees.
You reach into a pocket and you pull out one card by accident.
Every card
That's
is
really good.
bees.
By the way. Every card is bees.
deck of
Holy
many-
shit!
deck of
I have to
many
write that down right now.
I
will
summon
forget.
you. Ah! Just down all over you. Fuck!
For those of you watching, I don't have many quality jokes. Mine are usually very terrible puns and dad jokes. So for me to land a good one is rare.
Yeah.
Even a blind hog finds an acorn once in a while.
Yeah.
You know?
Well,
So you
except for the one that's
get.
Except for that hog. Yeah, he's dead.
You reach into a bag, somebody's bag, and you feel what feels like a tiny, hand-sized rock in there, a stone, and you withdraw. It is a yellow, kind of like curved rock. Go ahead and roll Arcana.
Oh, that's not gonna be good.
I've always thought that Jared's comedic talent is not in the content but the timing.
Yes.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
100%.
Yeah.
Whereas me on the other
An
hand, I
18.
have no
18.
content.
With an
Well, so
18,
you have a shotgun blast
you
approach like me.
That's a good point.
Yeah, where you just as much as possible at once and see what sticks.
with an 18, you're holding this essentially like a banana-shaped rock. And you feel compelled with the nat 1
To do what now?
to hold it to your ear.
Yeah!
Yo!
I put it to my
You
ear.
put it to your ear, you hear.
It actually ringing is so funny for some reason.
What the fuck is this? Who's got the rock now?
Hello?
Yeah, what's your name? All right, is this Clarence? Clarence had the rock. Is it still Clarence? Clarence, why you bothering me? I'm told you, I'm tired of this shit.
What was Clarence?
Clarence was a goddamn nuisance. All right, are you the new Clarence?
Ask who it is.
Who is this?
This is Rocky.
How convenient.
Listen, are you some sort of numbskull who doesn't understand what he's got his hands on?
I have no idea.
Listen,
what this
400 years ago, I was cursed. I've got this permanent fucking banana correspondence device in my pocket. Congrats, you got the other side of the Rocky Talkie. All right? So congrats. Clarence at least understood boundary. It is 2 in the goddamn morning where I'm at.
It's on the other side of it.
That's like the look
Clarence
on your
is
face
dead.
is utter. Like,
Clarence is dead. Good. Did you kill him? The
joy,
guy
and then
bothered
it
the
just
shit out of
slowly
me.
dissipated.
A giant pig crashed through a ceiling and it crushed him with
It's
a rock.
not less than he deserved. All right? Are you the giant pig? Because I'm starting to think you are.
No, the pig is dead.
The pig is dead?
Yeah,
All
I
right.
have the pig.
So the pig did me a solid. Put the pig on the line. He did more for me than you ever will. That guy seems really angry.
Is it actually a rock?
Yeah, it is.
Chomp.
I about did because I'm an elephant. I'm like,
Yeah, peeling it with your trunk while holding it with your hand.
I'm like, I don't know.
All right, wait. You pull the phone away from your head.
pull
All you hear is like this mother, and it hangs up.
Hello?
All right, so you put it to your ear.
Sure.
Oh my god, don't put it up to Capstan's ear.
Hey, Clarence number 2, what the fuck are you? All right, I cannot physically put this down. I am stuck with this. All right, you pick it up. I have to pick it up. You pull it away from your head.
No, not
Okay.
fully.
New phone, new disc.
Are you the pig killer?
Oh, he took it away.
Yeah, take it away. You hear?
Capstan's not paying attention, and you put it up to his face. Yeah, and then he just like kind of naturally, without thinking, holds it. He's like, "Brr." Yeah, and he doesn't know what's happening. So does that guy talk first?
Just make up your goddamn mind.
Just make up your goddamn mind. Oh no!
What have we done?
It's my
What
brother.
did you do?
It's my brother. Oh yeah, so everything I say, you're gonna say back at me, huh?
Back to me, huh? Back to me, huh? Back to me, huh? Back to me, huh? Back to me, huh?
Honestly, you're not that much worse than Clarence. What's your name?
What's your name?
It's Rocky. I went over this with the other guy. You all sounded it. Are you just like passing this around in the party like some sort of Ouija board?
It's Rocky.
It's Rocky. Your name's also Rocky.
Some kind of Ouija board.
He's just like this. You think you can try me? I've been dealing with this for hundreds of years. I will beat you into the ground with my verbiage.
I will beat you with hundreds of years verbiage.
He's like, all right, you want to talk about that? How was your day?
How was your day?
It was pretty good. It was as good as it could be, okay? My job sucks, my back hurts, I've got the sciatica problems shooting all the way down my legs. I can do this until the sun goes down. And I have to! I have no ability to extract myself from this conversation.
Oh God, I love
I do suck legs. I do suck legs. I do suck legs.
This is fun. You're fun, kid. I like hanging out with you.
Your phone.
So you're just a remixer at this point. Is this some sort of automaton? Hey, hand me back to the other guy.
Hand me back to the other guy.
Hand me back to the
Hand
other
me back to the other.
Hand me back
Hand
to
me
the
back to the other guy.
Hand me back
Hand
to the
me
other
back.
guy. This is therapy. Is this what EMDR therapy is?
Capstan just like, who is this fucking guy? Why'd you give me this?
You pull your mouth away from the phone?
I'm doing this.
Oh, so you're still there.
Yeah. Who the fuck is this guy?
I don't know. He just started talking.
yelling at him.
Why'd you give me a rock banana?
Where'd you get the banana?
It was in a bag. It was in a banana. It was in a bag. It's the banana bag.
You got a banana. I got boots.
100 years sciatica legs.
You come back to it, and he's been talking the entire time. He's just like, and frankly, I think my wife's sleeping with Frank, okay? And Frank's my best friend since
Sleeping with Frankie legs.
I'm trying to be vulnerable with you right now because you're the person who stayed on the longest with me. Well, not the one who stayed on the longest. I've had people who live literally days of my time. I can't sleep. I can't eat. I can't really breathe other than using words to communicate with you if you're on this phone. I will be stuck here in an eternal hell until you put this down.
Eat wife.
I'll take the phone back.
Yeah, I give it back.
Here, you hang on to that. We'll talk to him later. He's waiting for you.
Rocky, you said you've had this for how long?
Listen, the guy told me to eat wife, so I'm doing my damnedest over here, and you interrupted me in the middle of post-coital cunnilingus.
Oh God!
Listen. Linda, look it.
She is getting increasingly. How do you know my wife's name is Linda?
Lucky guess, I suppose. Listen, you've been dealing with this how long?
It's been 400 years.
I cast Deal Spell Magic on the phone.
It does not. Actually, hang on.
It bounces off and kills you.
Oh God, don't get rid of our friend.
We need this guy. He's
Please.
this guy's the rock of our entire party
We just
now.
hand the phone to the
He
big
is the
bad.
glue
Be like,
that holds
hold
us
this.
together.
Yeah, we put him up. Should put him up to the dog.
Yeah, look at the dog, and I have beast speech, so I just talk like, "What's up, dog?"
Oh,
Oh God.
I walk over to him, find him underneath the rug, pull him out, and be like,
Okay.
okay, cute.
What level are you casting that at?
The answer is no, Jared. You can't do it.
No, you
Can't
can't.
take this away.
No.
Up to 5th. No, he already used it.
I already used my 5th.
Oh God.
Oh, and once I'm done fucking around with the phone, I'm gonna check to see if Cax is somewhere that I can.
All right.
Yeah.
Wait, finish this.
Finish this first.
Yeah, I was gonna say at a 3rd level.
Third level? Okay. Roll a. You gotta. Let's see. Target must make an ability check using your spellcasting ability. So, yeah.
Please roll a 1.
Kill a rock
Yeah,
this way.
roll to try to dispel.
Oh, it's not a 1.
That's a 2.
That's a 2. You cast Dispel Magic on it, and then you just hear, ah, it fucking burns!
I was
Don't try. Listen.
trying to help.
All right, there was this guy. Okay, let me give you a little bit of backstory. I went. I got involved in a rough crowd. A couple centuries ago, well before Linda. Linda, stop it! I'm on the phone. You know how the phone is. Listen, please, just give me 5. Okay, I'll be back in 5. Hopefully, if it's up to this guy. It's not me. Is this guy? His name was Elminster. And I might have tried to steal some of his coin. I was a bit of a rapscallion. I was a bit of a rube.
deserves it.
I was a bit of a rube back then.
Fucking idiot.
So he caught me. I didn't realize what I was dealing with. I have since repented in my soul, but I'm still filled with an unfathomable hate for all of this. So listen, I don't know if you've ever heard of this Elminster guy. No wizards have been able to get rid of this thing. Okay. So if you're trying to dispel magic, if you're trying to remove curse, anything like that, it's not gonna fucking work.
Of course they can. It's a fucking Elvis. Oh man, this poor fucker.
Do you switch people?
It
It doesn't matter if or is the phone against your head.
Yes, it's now back against his.
Okay, so you took it away from your
Yeah,
face.
yeah.
Hands up.
Ah.
Oh,
Hey,
sweet
no.
Lord.
He needs to get back to Linda.
You hold it. You held it to your head. You held it to your head for a moment. What?
Frank Collis.
It is canonically a flip phone now, though.
You break the rock in half, but it's still like magically welded together.
I look at Fletch. I'm like, I need your dog of holding for a minute.
I might have dog in my arms, and I'm like,
Yeah.
I take it, I feed it to the dog. I look at all of you, and I was like, that was chaos.
Roll me a luck check, putting it into the dog.
Oh, Lord.
It implodes in the dog.
It's just gonna be a DC
Are you-
10.
Are you talking about the banana conversation or the pig deal?
No,
No, it's just luck.
Pig normal.
It's just
The
a flat
banana
roll.
conversation?
Oh, it's just a flat rope. 7.
7. With a 7, as the dog is swallowing it, you hear. Yeah.
Dog still swallows it, right?
Yeah, the dog swallows it, and you hear from inside the dog, hello.
Banana phone.
Yeah. It's just like, who is this guy? I am a construct within a demi-plane.
You're now on hold.
Yeah,
Next representative will be able to help you in.
Yeah, it plays the Cisco whole music.
9. So yeah, you just hear a constant stream of hold music and this construct that is inside your dog say 9.
It's super loud. Can I like close the dog?
Yeah, when the dog closes his mouth, it is muted.
You hear?
Oh, my God.
So Rocky's just on permanent hold hell.
Hey man.
You're gonna pick it up later.
We just made Rocky the big bad.
You've been awake for 12 days.
All right, I'll free the fucking prince. Finally, fine. Just God.
My character does not understand how it works and just is happy to survey everything after y'all have been talking to this random guy. I've been around like searching and looting.
Yeah.
I go up to Chester and still holding my dog.
Yeah.
And I'm like, now we were supposed to get some loot or stuff or equipment. Like, what are we doing now?
You look over. Sorry, I need to rest my voice for a second. Let's see. Hang on. Yeah. So you go over to Chester. He asks. You ask if.
We just spend a bunch of time shopping, and what we want to do right now is more shopping.
Yeah. Exactly. He gestures over. He's just like, well, I mean, we were gonna. I got to get back into his voice. Well, we were gonna fit you in the armory, but Well, and he gestures over to it, and the room is just completely collapsed in. And he's just like,
Makes
"My
office!"
Yeah, I mean, like some of the things that were around were, kind of what you picked up. I saw you doing some scavenging and looting. Some people were trying to arm themselves right as the kerfuffle was breaking out, but. Yeah, I don't think we're getting in there very far.
Was the banana one of the items we were supposed to get? That seems a little bit out of nowhere.
No, that belonged to Clarence. Clarence was like,
oh, I've heard about Clarence.
Yeah, he was I'm the vice president of the party planning committee. He was the president of the party planning committee.
So we had his shit locked down.
Yeah, no, he was good. Well, he had a lot of resources. In fact, with the banana phone, Rocky, in his past life, or at least in one of his many lives he's been forced to live to this point, went into event planning. So Clarence just had kind of had him on speed dial 24 hours a day. Weirdly, it's always 2 a.m. where Rocky's at.
So
Plan doesn't turn.
by transfer of power, does that mean you're now the head of party?
I don't think we're going to be having many parties anytime soon. And like a flaming crossbeam just collapses behind him.
Well, you're going to have to plan to get all this fixed up.
Yeah, it's true. That could be an event. That's a compelling argument. I'll go see if I can get some funding from the king and queen, given that, everything's in shambles.
Would you pass on that we killed one of the targets?
Yeah, I think it should be pretty clear.
Yeah,
that we're quite
absolutely. I mean,
capable.
I think my little kiwi might have come up on the desk when that happened, but I'll go make sure that everything's in order. Thank you for your help. And he goes to shake your hand.
It's a little.
When
little
you
buddy
shake
wing.
his hand, you hear a familiar voice in your head.
I cocked my head. Side.
You hear the voice of your, I guess, like sponsor.
Yeah.
Yeah. She's like, "This one's an easy 100 gold." Click.
This. Okay, so I say, guys, I think we should rest before we go anywhere to find one of these other beasts. But I'd also like to take a little excursion. I got to hit up a little hidey hole. So, do y'all? I turn back to Chester and I'm like, would the guild sponsor an inn for us tonight or something?
Oh yeah, I think that stands well within reason. Let me talk to some folks. Either way, you guys head down to the My Lovely Wife Inn. It's right on the riverbank. You'll see it. There's a big sign out front. You'll know it's the one dedicated to the guy's lovely wife. He was really, really excited about it, and when he built it, a little too excited. It's kind of a roadside attraction, but it's one of the ones that lets us use their premium rates.
I'll look at everybody. It's like, all right, I'll meet you guys there. It's like midday, right?
I would say as things have unfolded, you do all your looting. I would say it's like early, like late afternoon.
Okay, I'll meet you guys there. I'll start walking away.
Okay, great.
And I'm looking for Cax, but I guess.
Yeah. Oh, I'm sorry about that. Yes. Sorry, we got held up.
We can piss
thing.
first or something and take a little break if we're about to first.
Yeah. Let's do that.
It's not a huge deal. We
Okay,
can
cool.
wait, yeah.
All right. With that said, everybody who is still watching, thank you so much for your attendance. I need to rest my voice, but we'll be back in about 10 minutes. In the meantime, please head to Thank you. You closed the.
I know.
Yeah.
I think you're up.
In the meantime, head to extra-life.org/team/hospital heroes to donate. Myself and Born over here are donation matching. Myself up to 500, Born up to 250. All of the funds go to benefiting the Monroe Carroll Jr. Children's Hospital at Vanderbilt. It's entirely nonprofit, and we're shooting for $50,000 this year. I think we just broke 2,300, almost 2,400 at this point, which is pretty great. With that said, love you so much, and we'll see you soon.